There. We should have plenty of sound now. Sorry about that, folks. Trying a new little deal there.
Okay, we have total darkness in here.
Not quite total darkness, but we should be hearing us now.
There we go.
There it is.
Yep. Okay.
Now
Got the sound.
We should have plenty of sound now.
Now we all have to turn up our microphones over here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
There's some weird blue square thing over Lorena. You have a blue.
Oh, yeah, that I'll get rid of. That's supposed to be for a chat, but obviously that chat is not working either. So we will.
Guys, we were trying a new thing that it was about having a chat on the screen. So because we know some of you watch this on your TV and you're not able to actually see the questions or what other people are commenting. So we're trying this new software to put the chat on the actual screen, but obviously didn't quite work as we thought. So I apologize about that. I'm still trying to fix them.
That should have killed that off.
Okay, there's a lag,
Laura.
so it's hard to see.
She said your hair looks amazing. Brenda said your hair looks amazing.
Okay, what we're going to do is if Tom stays there, Lori, watch this. Watch Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, I should be able to see him. Make sure Tom stays in the picture. Right there.
Right there.
Cool. Perfect. Perfect.
People are saying low sound.
Low sound?
Turn up volume.
Is it because is there? Where's the other? Is this the only mic?
That's the only mic, yeah.
Okay, why don't you place it towards you guys?
That's a wire mark. Wire.
Yeah, put it towards you guys.
Yeah.
We'll just drop it right about there. That should be good. Lori, you sit there.
Well, I was sitting here because I don't want to cough on everybody.
You're not going to cough on everybody. Cough this direction.
Okay, I cough towards you then.
Yeah, cough on my lap so that they can, because again, they'll be able to hear me.
That sounded weird.
Okay, guy. Sorry about that. A little bit of delay there. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I got to grab a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I got everybody drinks, but...
Sure. Got everybody's stuff for me.
I got mine.
How's everybody doing?
Go Starbucks. Oh, everybody is cheering right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yay!
They're like
I've got
jumping up
one.
and down.
Somebody said, Paul, lower the camera a little bit because it's towards the ceiling. No,
Alright.
It is showing a lot of ceiling, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
so you cannot see our bellies. It's kind of like those Facebook pictures, right? It's like just like from here up. It's like that's about
How
it.
about there?
That's I think that's better.
Yeah.
Let's go a little bit more.
Still a lot.
Well, no, I
Yeah,
think
you
that's
need to
fine.
look
I think
there.
that's fine.
I mean, people
That's
don't need to
good.
see our
That's
feet.
fine.
That's good.
And a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, too much of the kitchen.
Th-
Right there.
Good.
Cool. Sweet.
What's up?
Chin up, Mr.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Last Saturday Live for the first one of 2019, right?
The first last.
The first last Saturday Live. First last? Awesome.
That's confusing.
Yeah. So, again, just make sure you comment. Let Kevin know if you can hear us now.
And also, if you have any questions, please put your questions in caps so we can read them. Or actually, Kevin is the one that's going to make us the favor of reading the questions. But it's just so much easier to spot them when they're all in caps.
Yeah, it even says that now on their screen, so.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah.
says,
Oh,
welcome
wow.
to Last Saturday Live. Please put your chat questions in caps.
Yes. And then turn that off again so you're not just yelling. All caps is like the equivalent of yelling, really, but we're using it for questions.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's not any better.
how's everybody doing?
The opposite is better.
Yeah.
It's still like super bright. But
Now you guys can hear us alright because somebody was saying it was like very low. So now hopefully you can hear us because we're gonna start. Pretty much we're starting already, right?
Yeah.
It's like so we are in an undisclosed location, not in Quartzsite, obviously,
Deep in the California desert.
and we had such a great time. All of us, we were in Quartzsite
Woo.
for about 10 days. And oh my God, it was nonstop from start to finish. It was nonstop. So
It was awesome.
we really, really enjoy everybody. But right now, we're like having a little bit of a downtime. Like we needed it. It's like,
Is nobody else eating these? All right, I'm bringing these over to me.
I guess you watch the cable.
Yep.
You see Ottoman.
Yeah.
So, I know some of you guys were gonna connect from Quartzsite. I wonder who is from Quartzsite here on the live.
Is there anybody from Quartzsite on the line? Raise your hand. Let me see. There's one. Yeah, okay. There's a couple or three. No, I don't know.
Yeah, somebody says like to close the blinds behind us. We can't. Like,
That's as close as they get.
they're literally all closed, and there's still sunshine still coming through. So it is what it is.
Let's do this
That's
one.
a desert
Let's
thing.
see if this thing. Let's see if that helps. Gets a little bit more out of there. A little bit more glow. You don't worry about. You guys don't need to see me. I'm kind of weird. Got a weird glow around me, but that's all right.
It's your aura.
So
Maybe
this
they can
it works.
see.
It doesn't work as good going the other way.
No. Don't even do it. Oh, Chuck is in the line. He says my hand.
Hey Chuck, what's happening?
happening?
Chuck was with us for the entire time we were in Quartzsite. We enjoyed having Chuck there. That was awesome. But
So-
anyways,
Wildflower Travels. It's also from Quartzsite here. So it's like Quartzsite or RTR. It's like, well, if you're in RTR, it's kind of like RTR is actually in the Quartzsite area.
mhm.
So it will be that.
So we've explained that many times, but
Yeah, somebody even asked Quartzsite versus RTR. Like, okay.
go ahead.
I was gonna say you're the one that started, and it's like now you're not. RTR is an actual specific event that the person created, Bob Wells, right?
Bob Wells, yep.
He's extremely well known. He brings about, I don't know, thousands of RVs to his area, to his event. That is RTR. That means, what is the name? What does RTR stands for?
Rubber Tramp Rendezvous.
Yes. So it's like, it's all about how to live in the road, finding moondocking, live on the cheap, all that kind of stuff. It's like, so if you can go with that specific group, but that specific group is not all Quartzsite. Quartzsite is basically a city, and there's so many RVs and so many groups going there. I mean, you have like from the Airstreams to the Integras to the Monaco, the what was it, the Ham something that you guys went to?
Yeah, Quartz Fest.
Quartz Fest. So it's like, I mean, there is so many events. TME Fest. I'm just gonna label it. Vegan RV Fest is like, we have all sorts of like groups over there. Everybody gets together. So that's what Quartzsite's about. Quartzsite's the actual city. It's like RTR is a specific event and somebody else runs. That's how I can put it.
And the Quartzsite RV show is a big tent with a bunch of RV junk in it. Did I say junk out loud? Yeah.
50% RV junk. The other 50% is
CBD
random-
oil,
random stuff.
snake oil for all your pains.
Sugar gliders.
Yeah, sugar gliders.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
guys know what sugar gliders are? They're crazy little creatures.
I didn't know what it was until I saw one, and then I fell in love. And it's a love-hate thing, I have to say. It's like, hate the idea that they're not running in the wild, but I would like one. But it's like, they will be better in the wild.
I wonder if this thing will help too. Let's get this off. This is a wind sock. Let's see if that makes a difference.
There's no wind in here, so.
Yeah.
There isn't?
I
Just
know.
our hot air.
Are you passing?
I can definitely break it.
So somebody was asking what kind of wine I'm having today. Today, actually, our wine is sponsored by Moving the Mark. That is Melissa and George. That we met them in Quartzsite. Let me see.
MARQ.
Yeah. Moving the mark.
I don't know
MARQ.
if you can see it right there. This was actually their first harvest host in New Mexico, where they have stayed, and they were kind enough to buy me a bottle of wine, Cabernet. So, thank you so much. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Faye is
Thank you.
having some of that too.
Lorena, somebody said you should have fed Paul before the show, or does he just snack
I
all
know,
the time?
right? He looks desperate
Yes.
for food right now for some reason.
I was starving and then
Wait,
technical
where'd the chip
difficulties.
goes?
What?
Oh, you took them.
I took all the chips, yeah.
Here,
You
wanna
need some?
Pass the plate
Thanks,
over?
bruh.
You need more?
Get them some more.
Pam and Jim, sunny Seattle.
Oh,
Hey, guys.
damn.
How's the build coming?
Yeah, they just bought a GMC and they renovated it renovating it top to bottom. I mean, it's like they're doing an amazing job. So they're posting pictures.
I want to know what they did with those pink chairs that they had, because
Yeah.
asking for a friend.
Okay.
They were awesome.
They had like a lot of pink stuff. I think the carpet was also pink. It was very retro for sure.
Yeah.
The girls fan.
So, today is Vicky Ovendale's birthday.
What?
Oh, that's
ready?
right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vicky. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
I thought Vicky's birthday was on Sunday though.
I don't know. That's what Bob just said. So,
Awesome.
Faye, how's your beaver?
Yeah.
Somebody's already asking.
Oh,
My
this
beaver's
is
just
Kevin
fine.
Klein.
Thank you
this
very
is
much.
a little bit of a Quartzsite inside joke
Mhm.
because fires. Oh my God, the fires became so like big.
Double
so,
entendre, innuendo.
No, big on size. So
Oh, big inside.
Here,
Yes.
here's
We
the
had two
thing,
fires.
because it was just so many people. What happened is that Kevin and Paul actually took the microphone, like literally microphone and speakers, and they will just. It was like a comedy show, and
A dog
and Tom, and Tom and Faye, they actually own a beaver. It's like Beaver Monterey. So that was part of the joke in Quartzsite about like face beaver. So please do not put in the comments any jokes about face beaver. We have heard them all. But so you guys know what happened in Quartzsite. So when you hear someone like that, it's because of that. Because I'm sure people are like, what are they talking about?
I've heard them all.
Did I see Belafado's on there? Hey, Chris, what's happening?
Chris Belafao and Katrina.
Katrina? You're going to have to correct us on
Chris,
that, Chris.
you have to correct us. Any questions, Kevin?
So many.
So many.
Uh,
Let's jump into it.
So, let's see here. How are the solar and the food talks at Quartzsite for the people who didn't make it?
It was awesome.
Amazing.
We had probably, I would say everything wound up about 20 people. It just seemed to be like 20, 20, 20, 20 across the board. So we did 2 solar talks with about 20 people in each. And then the girls, the first cooking one, the tofu one was really, really popular.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be the opposite way around.
Yeah.
I figured people would shy away from the tofu thing because they were a little freaked out or scared by it.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually wound up coming, 20 or 30 people came for the tofu stuff. And Laura made 3 different dishes there, and they were all very delicious. You'll have to tell them about that.
Yeah, amazing dishes.
And then they did the Instant Pot, and I actually thought the Instant Pot thing would be bigger, but it was a windy day. But I thought you would have more for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect more than 6 people to show up for either one. So. And it was amazing how many people were willing to step outside their comfort zone and come and try
something
tofu.
different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was amazed at how many men.
Yes.
were
The
prepared to
guys,
try it.
yeah.
The guys were.
And I interviewed some of them on camera, so I'll have that in the next video that I'll have up today or tomorrow. But yeah, I interviewed some of the guys, and they were blown away.
And
by
even like somebody, we're not gonna say names, is like, but somebody that he said he will never try someone like that. He doesn't like vegetables at all.
You mean George?
I wasn't gonna say names.
Or
but yes.
Steve?
So,
Or Chuck? No, I think Chuck's...
No, George from the Mark with Q.
George, yeah.
It's like, he said it's like, I would have never tried something like that, and he actually tried it and he liked it. So it's like, yeah, it was pretty cool.
So what can you tell them what 3 dishes you made? And are you going to have that up on your website?
Eventually I'll have all 3, but so we made tofu scramble, and that recipe is on the website, and the video is on our YouTube channel. We made peanut butter tofu.
Oh, that was so good.
And we made a marinated pan-fried tofu, just to have kind of, because the peanut butter tofu was baked, so 3 different preparations so people could, get an idea of different things you could do with it.
Right. A lot of people have tried miso soup, and they see the gooey chunks of tofu in it and that's the only experience they've had with it and they don't like it, this stuff is so good. It's so good. It was awesome. The peanut butter stuff was amazing. Are we going to make that?
Like, well, yeah, now I have the recipe. But for me, my favorite one, I know actually Laura taught me how to do the tofu scramble months ago. So that was like a big switch for me because we really stopped consuming eggs after that. That was my big handicap. But the marinade tofu for me was my second favorite. It was just so good. So I will put that in salads and stir fries and so many things.
I think they were all delicious, Laura. I enjoyed them all.
We were converted with the tofu scramble.
You were converted?
Yeah, we'll definitely.
We sound totally like a religion, isn't it? It's like we were converted. We saw the light. It's like no, but all seriousness, it was like so good. It's like a lot of people just enjoy not only having a good time, but actually trying all the dishes. And Laura fed us all. We have lunch right there too.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And Laura is an amazing cook.
Yeah, she is an amazing cook.
So, how's the sound now? Is everything good? Guys,
Yeah,
give us a thumbs up.
Everything's good.
All right.
The problem is, the delay so much. If you ask somebody, I'm not going to see
Right,
it for
right.
like
See it for a
5
while.
minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the
but
delay's I think 40
the
seconds.
talks in Quartzsite were amazing. It's like a lot of people show up. I think like solar, everybody's so interested in solar. Like everybody wants to see if it's worth it or not, what they should put in their rig, all that kind of stuff. So that was like a big deal, but it was pretty cool.
Yes, the solar and RV upgrade stuff is really, really popular down there. What Kevin and I will tell you guys is there is so much misinformation and so much garbage information. Be really, really careful. The biggest thing we're seeing right now is the lithium companies. Oh yeah, just throw in your lithium batteries and you're good to go, man. It's just not true. And most people don't have the solar controller that can push enough voltage to those, or they don't have any kind of what's the word I'm looking for, presets on your battery chargers to be able to push those either. So you're probably if you upgrade your batteries, you're probably going to have to upgrade your charging system in some way, shape, or form. Correct?
Yeah.
The majority of them just don't have the ability to charge that stuff. You can't just have a converter that your coach has in it with a couple of lead acid batteries, throw two 12-volt lithiums in there and be okay. That's just not how it works. So be
Some
careful
people
with that.
it may work, but
Right.
for a majority, they have old bad chargers.
Right. Yeah, if your lead acids, that's kind of like, if your old lead acids are not working and not getting charged, popping two lithiums in there is not going to solve your issue. So be careful with that kind of stuff. And you know, maybe Kevin and I are going to have to do a Quartzsite solar pop-up tent next year. That's not going to happen.
I won't be
It
there.
would be good money though. It would be good money. But okay, I just want to go around us that we have been in Quartzsite and just ask one positive and negative thing about Quartzsite. What is the most thing that you liked, the least thing that you liked?
Sorry with me? Oh, I the fires were tremendous every night. I just enjoyed them tremendously. The worst thing was the money we spent. Yeah.
That's the thing. Quartzsite is not free camping,
It wasn't
right?
free camping, no.
It's like you actually go and get to spend a lot, but because all the vendors are there, so you get to actually talk to them and buy stuff.
Right.
But yeah, Faye?
For me, it was meeting all the new people and socializing with everybody, because before that, I only knew the four of you.
Right.
And my least favorite, I guess I was a little disappointed there wasn't enough RV stuff in the tent.
Yeah.
That there was lots of stuff in there that didn't relate to RVs. It related to living in normal
Yeah.
life, but not RVs. So.
And going to the positive side about like the socializing with people, I think that's what makes Quartzsite, right? It's like you get to exchange emails, start following other people on Facebook, on Instagram, and everything, just to see their travel, see if at what point you connect with them again. It's like, but downside, yeah, I agree with you. There's so much junk in the tent or around the tent, right? It's like
We have so many new Facebook people. I need you to go through the names. I don't remember the name of everybody I met, so I'm sure I've missed some.
I have to
I
say
met
that
lots of people.
it was exhausting. We were in bed at 9 o'clock last night.
I think,
Yeah.
like I said, right now we're all
Wow,
having
night
our
owls.
downtime.
I think we're in bed at 8:30.
Yeah, we're all having our downtime right now a little bit
Yeah.
after that. Kevin, favorite, least favorite?
Favorite, definitely the campfires.
Yeah.
Like, that was the funnest. That was the most fun I've had in a long time.
Right.
It was good. It was also the most tiring thing I think I've ever done. Like, it was constantly having to, like,
Yeah, we did 8
interact
nights,
and
man.
talk. Yeah,
Be
8 nights
on.
straight. But the worst thing about Quartzsite, the little candle lanterns that people
Oh, yeah.
Chinese.
I'm not gonna say names. I was gonna
Chinese
say
lanterns.
there was one group there that they have a lot of people camping with them. That they're YouTubers, Instagrammers, and everything. And for the people that they don't know what we're talking about, in Quartzsite you will see these Chinese lanterns going up. But the problem with going up is that they have to come down. And they just like litter the desert, or they come down still on fire, so something can catch on fire. So it's not a good idea. And somebody out there, they did a Chinese lantern night where everybody bought one, and they released them at the same time.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a horrible idea here.
Yeah.
Hopefully they
Horrible.
went out in the desert and picked up the scraps.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that
And-
didn't happen.
Probably that didn't happen. Exactly.
I know, but it's wishful.
So a Chinese lantern, if you guys don't know, it's just like almost like a box kite. It's just about this tall, about I guess that tall. It's square, and it's got a place to put a candle in the bottom. And when you light that candle, the hot air makes the thing rise. It's like a plastic coated paper, and yeah, it's flying garbage.
They look pretty.
They look pretty when they're
But
flying.
look.
they should put some fishing line on the bottom and tether them to their
Somebody
awning or
said
something.
that. It's like put the fishing line, and yeah, when it falls, you know where it is, and you just pick it up.
Yes,
That's a good
exactly.
idea.
Ooh, that's a good idea. We should sell that.
So you get the prettiness of it,
Yeah.
but then once it goes back, it's like
Yeah.
you extinguish it. And
It goes out. You can reel it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just put a GPS in it.
Yeah.
No, here's a tech girl
Yeah.
going too fancy
There you
with
go. Fly
everything.
it back to you.
So Laura, favorite thing, least favorite thing.
Real quick. Hey, Mama Sharon.
Oh.
Hey, Mom! What's
Mary,
happening?
Mary.
Crazy woman?
So I would say for me is what I was talking about earlier is how many people were interested enough to come out and see tofu being made delicious and trying it,
Yes.
because most of those people have never had tofu. So that's, I don't know, that was just amazing to me.
That was mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
Like, to see
Yeah.
people just super open-minded. Like,
Yeah.
most of the people there, they're like, we've never even had tofu. Or they've, like, it's been in my miso soup, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's it. And to see people, like, eat it and then come back for more, I was like,
Right.
oh, my God.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
They were literally digging a hole in the bottom of the tofu scramble pan, trying to get it all out. Or maybe that was me.
And then probably my least favorite was back to what Faye said about the tent. It was really disappointing that there'd be one vendor with RV stuff and then 5 with crap that
Right.
had nothing to do with RVs or, you know.
I'm
It's like-
surprised the manufacturers' representatives don't get together and say, okay, we need to be represented at this thing. There's hundreds of thousands of people
Yeah.
there. Why
And
wouldn't they
we
want to
talk
be?
about that. We talk about like literally this is your market, right? This is like who
Yeah.
you're catering to. And there's a lot of people, a lot of manufacturers that they don't have any presence.
Yeah.
Like while this is happening.
Well, not one single motorhome manufacturer, not one single trailer manufacturer. There's a couple dealers.
Dealers.
Yeah.
Yeah, dealers, but that's about it.
Battleborn was there for themselves.
Right. Right.
Who else was there? Tire Minder was there.
And
for
Tire
themselves.
Minder was there for themselves. Yeah, but you think of all the other stuff. Nature's Head, no composting toilet people.
No.
Progressive
That was
Industries.
pretty shitty.
Ah!
What?
Progressive,
He said that's
pretty shitty.
Oh.
I don't think Progressive Industries was there for themselves, right? They might have
No.
had a presence, but Progressive Industries is a big, electronic
So many-
surge protector person.
So many, even Camp Pro.
right.
They had a local company that was
We
showing them
Boost.
off. We Boost wasn't even there.
And how many people did we say, hey, what kind of We Boost do you have and stuff? So
I sold my We Boost to somebody.
exactly, exactly.
So,
Laurie,
And I have to say also, it's like some of the stuff is not even RV related, like the solar. Like Fanny and I, we went like through a witch hunt trying to find this tape.
Yeah.
And it's like, and we couldn't find a tape that is for solar. So there's this many people selling solar or selling you the batteries and all that, but they don't tell you how, like, the stuff that you need to actually install it.
Right.
So that was surprising for me. But what I like the most, I think, the fact that we get to connect with people, other RVers, you actually get to see them person to person and get to connect with them and have bond with them and have a connection with them and all that. So my favorite part is the social part of it. Like we talk about, it's the most tiring part of it, but it's also the cool part of it. My least favorite for me is the whole dust thing. It's like I will sweep my house every day and I will bring out a pan of just dust out. and because there's so many off-road vehicles going up and down, and they just like pick up all the dust, like just like some. The dusty part is my least favorite thing.
You think it was the vehicles? It was Ozzy.
Yeah.
I saw him out there with pails, scooping it up,
Yeah.
running in the house, dumping
Just
it off.
dumping it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
He was funny, man. He would just head dive right into the dirt. I was like,
Oh, and
And
it
then
was
roll
awesome.
barrel.
And roll, yeah.
and it was funny one day because Ozzy was so like chill, like he was so social. Like they were doing their solar talk, and Ozzy was just at the doorstep looking at everybody, going out, greeting everybody. So he was doing his round. So for you, babe?
I really hate the social aspect. Like, just having people around all the time,
Oh my
having to
goodness,
talk to
right?
people. It was horrible. No, that, again, like everybody said, the community, that's why we stayed the first time. The first year that we went, we found our coach. Last year when we went, 2 days and we're out of this dust bowl. Well, 10 days later, we were still there because of the people that you got to meet. So, again, meeting, and this time we got to meet so many viewers. I don't know, like at least 100 different people who are viewers. So that was amazing, and having everybody sit around the campfires. The campfire, you learn so much.
Oh yeah.
Like, people were asking us questions about stuff, but we learn as much from them as they did from us. So that was really, really cool.
Yeah, because even we go through the campfire and asking people, is like, what is a cool place you have been that you can recommend to everybody else? And everybody will say a place, and it's like, some people, like, even me, I'm in my phone taking notes and putting dots in my map and everything. So when we go through that area, we can actually go to that specific location. So it was a lot of information.
Yeah.
Kevin's gonna have to box his new game, RV Icebreakers. 'Cause that's-
Yeah. Kevin invented a new game called RV Icebreakers.
that was fun.
It'll be
It
on
was
your
fun.
shelf
It was
soon.
like cool to like interact with everybody and get to hear other people's stories.
Mhm.
Because like you guys are boring now. It's like everybody knows.
Right.
Blah,
Yeah.
blah,
Right.
blah, you know.
Yeah, everybody
I know
knows.
we're boring. It's
Everybody
fine.
knows our story, so I'll get to what I don't like in a second. But the RV Icebreakers was really us asking everybody questions and getting to know everybody that was around the campfire, and it was so much
and it
fun.
was all kind of questions. It was from RV questions, like what is your favorite thing on your RV, to actually non-related RV questions. Like sometimes,
Everybody's most favorite?
like, do you pee in the shower?
Yeah, I think that was everybody's favorite.
Yep.
And we decided that there's two kinds of people. There's the people that pee in the shower, and there's all the other people that lie that they don't. So that was
good.
awesome. Yeah,
So
it was
good.
awesome. The thing I really hated that I started to see a real trend of was the misinformation and poor workmanship that I saw within the RV install community. We had several experiences, and we won't center anybody out, but we couldn't find... if you have a fiberglass roof, for example, and you're mounting a solar panel on it, you don't really want to drill into it. Kevin has had his VHB, 3M VHB
Oh, why do you have to bring me up? Now it's gonna fail.
No. But for 2 years, for over a year, it's been on there, and you've been to Alaska and back, and his stuff has been good. So you can literally tape it to your roof without drilling a hole. It's a better way to do it. You can't find it in Quartzsite.
Mind-boggling.
Like, none of the installers have it. So that means that they're drilling into everybody's fiberglass roof, which is completely unnecessary. We heard of one installer drilled through the top of this lady's van roof. Not only they drilled through, they drilled straight through into the van where you could see the screws inside. Inexcusable. That kind of stuff is absolutely inexcusable. And then there was all kinds of examples. You guys had a little bit of shoddy workmanship on some stuff, and we heard other stories of people mixing and matching battery setups that you can't do with some AGM and some lead acid, and like just crazy stories that you're going, even the most basic of installers should know that that's not correct.
Yeah.
And so that really bothered me, and it seemed to be people that were new, like some of the women that they took advantage of and things like that. That was just it
Not
sucks.
good.
Not good. So one of the really cool things about the solar and all that, and the talks that we had, were people coming out to get educated, and that's what you need to do. Educate yourself so that when you walk into somewhere to have an install done, that you know just enough to sound like you know what you're talking about, so that they can't just bamboozle you and sell you something you don't need, or do something stupid because yeah, it's annoying. That was really annoying to me.
So Jerry says he's been binge watching slower videos since our talk the first time.
Nice.
He's like, I haven't stopped watching. He goes, education is so important. I was like,
Right. Yeah,
It
you
is.
should never stop educating yourself.
So with all that said, would you go back to Quartzsite? Obviously, this is your second time. This is our first time. I would
it's our
totally
third,
go back.
Our third time, really.
Okay, I'm trying to fix something here.
Oh.
So let's
Yes.
see if this works. Because, like, literally, if people are saying we cannot see you.
Everybody else said lights on or off.
Oh yeah, that was the other question, right?
I like sit brunch.
Ooh, should I even?
let's see
Should I
if it
ask this
does.
question?
Sit paper brunch.
This is for you, Tom and Faye.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How'd your windshield replacement go?
Speaking
Awesome.
of
It went
some
really awesome.
workmanship, it was good.
We had them come back and water test it because we looked at it. It looked kind of weird in one spot, but they tested it and it's fine.
Yeah.
So,
and when we
yeah.
were driving down here,
It
to
even
the
the
deep California desert, we had no problems with all, no air, no nothing, so it was good. Yeah.
we had air coming through before from
That's
the
good.
seal, so it wasn't sealed properly, the old one,
Ah.
because the sound of the wind disappeared on both sides, the driver's side and the passenger side. So
We can
obviously
now
that's
hear
where
each
it was
other when
coming.
we drive.
Yeah.
Now you're like, oh, that's
I would
annoying.
say it's
Can
a
we
good
get
thing
the...
or a bad thing, not sure.
No.
All right. So with Quartzsite and some pictures, what's up with the skull?
Oh, that was a love-hate thing people online. I would say for the people at the fire, most people like it.
Yeah.
And if they didn't
It's
like
funny.
it, they didn't say anything. At least it's like, but most people like it. But online, when he posted a picture, it was like 50-50%. I hate it and I love it. So
Yeah. For those people you hate it, lighten up. It was just a conversation piece. Some friends of mine in Vegas, they make them for a campfire. They make them to put on your fire at home if you've got one of those gas grills or things like that. It's just a conversation piece, and I don't know.
It was ceramic.
We killed someone and threw him in the fire. That's up to you to decide what happened. But no, it's just a conversation piece. It's just a fun thing. And if you're sitting around the fire and you see the fire rolling around that thing, it's kind of cool looking. It's creepy looking, but it's kind of cool looking. Lori hates it.
I
Burning
actually, the last time, I did like a little sticky note. And I was going to put the skull, and the sticky note said free for somebody to take. And then Paul caught me last minute. And he's like, no. He's like, that's my skull. It's like, oh.
So, question:
Mhm.
what are you gonna do with the skull?
Yeah,
So-
what- oh, yeah. This idea came actually from Chuck, I believe.
Yeah. We know a lot of the other YouTube channels, not a lot of them, I guess a couple of them have like things that they travel with or they send it around to travel. I don't know how it works. Again, Lori told me to stop saying I don't watch other RV channels, but I don't. So I don't know what everybody's talking about. But I guess that they have, do they leave it with people or do they mail it to them? I don't know.
They leave it somewhere. And
They
then
leave
people
it
pick
somewhere.
up. Yeah.
So we were going to do like almost like a geocaching thing where we say hashtag TMERV and then see TMERV.com for details and have people move it to different places, take pictures with it, sleep with it, whatever. I don't know. And then and have it travel around. I don't know. It sleeps with us.
No,
It sits on my bed
The
bedstand.
whole idea, it was for people to take this skull somewhere else, take a picture of it, just leave it. Somebody else will take it and just go somewhere else and take another picture somewhere else and just create a hashtag for the skull.
Yeah.
That was the whole idea.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get it to travel around the U.S., but we know somebody's gonna steal it and then just not.
At that point,
Oh,
we lost it.
we lost
What
it.
can we do?
Lori
And
won't
it's
care.
in our RV.
Yeah, yeah.
Lisa and Glenn from Ontario, Canada.
Hey, Lisa and Glenn,
Lisa and
what's
Glenn.
happening?
Yeah. Gina's headed to pick up the RV.
Wow, Gina.
Oh, yeah.
Our friends Gina and Art Hedges bought a new RV while they're there, so they're heading over
Yeah.
there to pick it up. They traded in their other old girl, and
Class C for a Class A.
yeah, now they're Class A holes.
The New Yorkers.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, the New Yorkers. Gina and I, the New Yorkers.
How's it been not being tied to a business?
So far,
No,
we,
for
we,
the
we
past-
still,
Yeah.
35 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
It's
12
still-
hours, I think, something like that.
It hasn't hit us yet because we went
No.
straight from Vegas to
Quartzsite.
Quartzsite, and like these guys were saying earlier, it's been like we wake up, people are in the camp already talking, and you're literally talking all day. We were down in water all day long trying to keep our voices. None of us lost our voices. I'm surprised. And it was till 10 o'clock at night every single night. So we really haven't had a chance to settle in yet. Today was the first full day of editing that I did, getting episode 1 for season 4 up. So that's probably not going to happen tonight, but I will have it up tomorrow morning. But hasn't really hit us
I don't
yet.
think it has set in yet. It's when you start full timing. You go on the road, and at least for us, I cannot speak for everybody, but at least for us, it felt a little bit like, oh, this is vacation. Like, you're just going out, and then at some point you're coming back. Like, for us, it didn't hit us after, like, a very long time that it was on vacation, that was our lifestyle. So I think it's the same thing with the business. Like, right now we've been on the road, just happened, so it has not hit us yet. So when it hit us, we will let you know how we feel about it.
But so far, so good.
Yeah.
I don't have that I have to wake up at 3 a.m. thing for a phone call. So,
No, somebody else has to.
Paul came out and kissed the ground yesterday.
yeah.
Oh, and that's the thing is like we just, by the way, people, we just closed literally yesterday, like formally closed
Officially.
yesterday.
All the
So-
I's dotted, T's crossed.
That's when Paul went outside and just started.
Laid on the ground and stared at the sky, and took deep breaths.
And just said, finally! Yeah, I don't know. Something like
Yeah. I am going to miss our guys, though. Our staff, at least Anna and Cliff, have been part of our family now. For Anna for 5 years, Cliff for a couple of years. So I'll miss those guys. And then we've got some new staff there as well that were all good folks. So we'll miss them. But onward and upward.
that. Okay, I just want to do like a special shout out to Brian Nayawa. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's like he says here, your third patron. And then he's like, I have to say patron is not official at all. We're not pushing it. We're not saying it. But the fact that people actually somehow found it and and somebody supporting us, it was just so cool. So Brian,
Thank you.
hello. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And it's like, I don't know how even like,
Yeah, I'm still kind of
Saying
embarrassed by that right now. So
that's why you're red? Or
Yeah,
sunburned?
a little bit.
One eye too.
And that too.
Chris is saying what's going on with Patreon. Katrina and I are ready to support.
Katrina, see? I
Soon.
knew it was Katrina.
Soon, Chris.
Hey,
Again,
Vegan RV's trying to figure out how to support you.
I know. So we're not there yet, guys. I want to be producing content and be pumping content out before we do that. So that's just all I got to say about that.
Already then.
I think the chips are getting to him.
Let's move on.
Slow down on the
More
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper, dog.
Pepper.
Slow down on Dr. Pepper. So, from a newbie perspective, how do you feel like people should go about meeting other people at Quartzsite? Like, say you go there, you're by yourself, or
Well-
you're a new couple, and you want to meet others. Like,
Here's
what's the
the
best way
thing.
to go do that?
In my opinion, is like, and we actually told this to different people even before going to Quartzsite, because a lot of people even ask us before going to Quartzsite, it's like when are you gonna get there? We're gonna get there before you. What do we do? And it's like, you know what? Find a group. Try to find a group you belong to or you have something in common with. And it's like there's a lot of the RV manufacturer coaches. It's not, like the RV manufacturers actually create the event.
Right.
It's actually the people, but there's a numerous people.
Airstream.
Yeah, I mean all
Monaco,
all kinds of it, Integras, and like the Grand Designs, and like all these different ones. And it's like, if that's your coach, that's the group it's like you can go to one of these groups, talk to other people, and see. And every group is gonna have events happening. They have potlucks, and they have campfires, and they have things happening.
There was a Canadian group. One of the ladies with us, Karen, said the Canadians were having a potluck, and they were going around and they were putting a note on all the Canadian vehicles saying, "Hey, Canadian potluck."
Bring your poutine.
Bring-
It's like, so there's always in course it's literally people. It's so big, and there's thousands of people there that you can find a group for pretty much anything and everything. So it's just about trying to find a group that fits your criteria or your world or whatever it is. Obviously, we try to do our tiny little group too, and we have people camping around us, and we will do our campfires, and we have the cooking lessons and the solar lessons.
Bob.
What?
Bob.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Well,
the
Oh,
first,
yeah.
No
the
idea.
first
Bobby.
Oh.
I
Bob.
have to say Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. The first
that was
the
hilarious.
first night we had a campfire, we were all sitting around talking, and no, I think it was the meetup night. And because we were talking about everybody going around, and we were doing the questions and
Talking
stuff.
to people,
Right.
yeah.
And so Kevin goes up to this guy, and the question was, something about watching TME or something. And the guy goes, I didn't know who they were until last night. We saw they had a cool campfire, so I just come over and started talking to you guys.
Yeah.
That was it. Like, he didn't even know who we were. He just come over and said hello, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, if you see somebody who has the same coach as you, pull up next to him and say, "Hey, man, I saw that you have an adventurer."
There was.
Well, that's one of the things is there's groups.
Right.
I don't know if Lorena said it. Sorry, I've been heads down.
Yeah, no, she did.
Texting.
But-
she did.
I already covered it though.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, I'm just joking.
I'm a notorious
But-
introvert, and people come out and ask me questions all the time just because we live in the Beaver. So
Right.
Yeah,
They
you
knock on the
bonded-
door and ask if they can come
You
in.
bonded with other beaver people.
Yeah.
You got to meet other or people thinking about buying a beaver too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like you will find like there was a viewer next to us with a Bay Star, and he came I think the first or second fire, and then after that we didn't see him again. And then when he came to say goodbye, it's like we told him it's like somehow we offend you or something like that because Paul and Kevin were harassing him about
his
his
generator.
So it's like we were trying to see if like somehow he got offended or something like that, and he's like, oh no, it's like I just made so many other friends around, like just talking to other people around, and he got distracted. So like you said, it's like you get to meet other people just randomly.
Yeah.
At the
You
tent
can
at
pick a
events.
fire at night if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
We
Yeah.
we had 3 people walking by one night and heard us all talking, and they just kind of wandered into the camp, and then next thing you know, we were talking to them, and they hung out for a little while and then left. But yeah, you can pretty much walk up. You've got a fifth wheel. Just walk up to anybody with a fifth wheel. Hey man, I got a fifth wheel. What kind is that? And just start talking to them. It's really pretty easy in this. There's very few people that are going to, if they're outside of their coach and they're accessible, say hello. Like, it's easy.
Yeah. And I will say about Quartzsite, I mean, we have done it already 2 years in a row. It has been fantastic. Both years that we have been there have been amazing. But I think next winter we're going to switch it a little bit. We're going to go more tropical. So we're going to go, and the funny
The
thing
Tampa RV show?
that we're going to go towards the Florida area. But the funny thing is that so many people that we saw in the meetup with us, they're all heading that way too. It's like they do like the 1 year. It's like everybody heading next year to that area. So I think all of us we're gonna be in that area next year. So if you are in the area, the Florida area, next winter we'll be there, and maybe we do a meetup over there with everybody.
That was amazing. Which the Tampa RV show is there, so we could do something around the Tampa
No,
RV
I was
show.
even thinking maybe we can touch base with one of the wild management areas and see if we can take over one area.
Dupuy.
Oh, there's that one place that we found that you can have 50.
Laura, everybody is over there.
Well, but
I'm not everybody.
I can't remember. Well, you're the one who found it. There's or maybe it's like 5. I don't know. There was this one area where, in Florida, where you could get the whole area for like.
Oh yeah, it held
Yeah.
50 RVs. I
Yeah.
remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have
It's
to
not
find
the one
that.
in Ocala. is it?
No.
Okay.
It's north of Orlando.
That would be Ocala.
That will be
wouldn't
Ocala.
it?
It's Ocala then. No, I have no other clue.
50, we're going to need more than that.
Yeah, because I think we were together when
Or
we
it
were
could
like,
be
we
for
have
the
nowhere
50
to camp,
Patreons.
but there's this group
Yeah.
area that
Yeah.
is this amount of money, but it's a
Yeah.
big space.
Yeah, and I think they had like 2 or 3 of them.
Anyway,
So
so
Yeah.
maybe we consider doing some sort of a game together with like all the Team Me friends is like in Florida next year, and we do something.
So many people are, yes, please. I'm already in Florida. Let's do this.
Well,
Awesome.
not
we'll
this
be
year.
there. Can't wait
No,
to get
next
together.
year.
and
Yeah,
do
we're not
that.
going this year.
Yeah.
No, we're talking
This
about
coming
next year. Instead of Quartzsite,
365 days from now.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
But- Fun time. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Everybody's super psyched on that. So, did you already kind of plot out your travels? People are kind of asking general directions.
It's
Where
hard.
from here? which nobody knows where here is.
How long have you guys been watching us? We know where we're going
The next
Generally.
month.
generally next month.
Like
That's it.
General Lee.
Yeah, General Lee.
Yep.
So from where we are here, we are going to jump across the border into Mexico and go to Cabo San Lucas. And then we're going to come back. That's all we know.
In the
We
next,
know we're going to be back by
and
April
the
1st.
next winter,
Next
it
winter.
will be Florida.
Somewhere in
area.
Florida. But all of the in between April of this year and Florida next winter,
We don't know.
somewhere that way towards the other side of the country.
So yeah, we still don't know. I mean, we really don't know. So we cannot answer that. Like we have like not planned, but see different scenarios in our head, but we don't have nothing concrete. So that answers your question, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a YouTube channel, but we met up with other people that are going to be in Canada, and that's what we're going to do next year.
You're going to go to Banff and do all that?
I noticed
Well,
a lot of
You're
people.
coming across, aren't you?
We're coming across,
A
and then when we
lot
get
of
to PEI, we'll
people-
come south to Florida.
A lot of people are doing that. They're going like West Coast up, and then going through Canada or northern U.S. like all across to the other side and coming down for next winter. So a lot of people are doing that this year.
Well, we want to be in that Boston, Massachusetts area when the leaves all change color. Everybody says it's so beautiful.
Yes.
Boston.
It's going to be cold as hell.
Boston.
No, yeah.
Boston.
Boston?
Fast?
Boston.
Oh yeah, you have to get.
Speaking of Boston, is John Senesi in the house?
He is.
John, how you doing, bud?
He's from Boston.
He's from Boston.
He
He
has-
knows how to park a car.
So when you're in PEI, bring us potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Okay.
If they're
You
allowed
got
across
'em.
the border.
Yeah.
Or just get some for yourself.
If you guys are in the Adventure Nation Friends Club, John is the guy who moderates that. So, thank you. We are not in there as
Question.
much as we should be, but John takes care of that.
How is everybody? How's everybody doing?
We're
Feeling-
I
good.
mean, I think we're good.
We're all
Man, we
feeling
just
pretty
got
good.
more thumbs up on the.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
One crooked thumbs up and 4 fairly normal thumbs up. 5. Yours is not quite crooked, but kind of sort
That's
of.
pretty straight.
Yeah.
I
you
can
guys all
make mine
straight.
crooked.
Oh yeah.
I'd
No.
do this one instead. Oh, Tom's
Crooked.
really
Oh,
busy.
look at
Oh, look at
Yeah.
Tom's got that
Yeah.
Canadian thumb thing.
Ugh.
Dad. No.
That's so bad.
So everybody's doing
Yeah,
good.
everybody's
Hands,
good. I
hands.
mean, we're all in good health right now, so that's nice.
All right, Laura, health update.
Everything's good. Actually, went to a cardiologist recently. Had blood work. Had all the tests and everything's awesome. And yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Yay!
And you
Yay.
passed with flying pink hair.
Yes.
With Lilu hair.
With
She
Lulu hair.
made it to Quartzsite this year.
Yes.
So, somebody commented.
Oh yeah. Today's the 26th.
It's been 1 year.
Exactly 1 year.
Wow, is that right? 1
Yeah.
year?
Yep.
Today. Wow.
Yep.
Woo!
It's good to not be in a hospital.
And she's still alive. Awesome.
That's like a weird comment to say. Like,
I'm
What?
good at weird comments. I've said, and it's awesome. She's still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I agree with him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a bunch of people are saying, like, are we concerned about emergencies on the road? Like medical emergencies? And, I said, Laura and I have been through them, and it's
Right.
always a concern,
Sure.
but it's going to be a concern if I'm at my house.
Right.
And, one person said she's traveling alone. I'm like, you would be alone at your house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
It's always a concern, right?
That's one thing I will say too. We saw, I don't know if that's Karen, but we met several single ladies traveling alone in Quartzsite. Absolute
Two of them
rock
were
stars.
nurses.
Yeah.
Karen Joan.
Karen and Joan
I
were
can
Karen,
remember
Joan, her
Joan's
Joan's
friend.
friend. And then the
with the
women's
cute
RTR.
puppy.
What's that?
With the cute
With the
puppy.
cute puppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So women are doing it, and I think it's amazing. And they say no issues. They've never had any problems on the road. So,
Diane Black just said, how many people out there looked at their own thumbs up? That was awesome. So happy, healthy anniversary, Laura.
Okay, Chris Belafalo, Laura, we love you, but we want to hear more you to say, basically more from you.
Then
Sorry,
you should
Tom.
go to our channel.
Yeah.
Vegan RV.
Yeah, go veganrv.com.
This is the Motorhome Experiments
Yeah,
channel.
it's like she's quite
Over
here.
on Vegan RV, I will talk.
Look, she's really very, I think, respectful. Like, she doesn't really want to, like, say anything in our channel, but you go to her channel, and she's, like, the chatterbox. It's like, so, go to their Vegan RV. And we have RV Wandering. It's like,
In the house.
it's like
We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, but not on YouTube.
Facebook, Instagram, so yeah.
And if you were in Quartzsite, Laura talked up a storm, man. She did a great job with the presentation for the cooking. I think you did amazing. You guys will see some of that on video, so pretty cool.
They were the tastiest scrambled eggs I've ever had.
Yeah, the non-scrambled eggs, scrambled eggs.
Scrambled not eggs.
Yeah.
Scrambled no.
Oh, you should trademark that. Scrambled non-eggs.
Hold on, let me get the domain.
Yeah, scrambled non-eggs.
Where's Ozzy?
I don't
Probably
know.
sleeping.
Sleeping somewhere, yeah.
disappeared.
There's too much going on. Or
Oh, it's not too much going on for him.
is he up in the front window?
He's
Yeah.
just sleeping.
Oh yeah, he's up in the front window.
He's chilling.
Yeah, he's chilling like Bob Dylan.
By
Yep.
some new cool gadget that somebody's going to review.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
coming
water. People
Yeah.
are asking about water. What do you do? Do
We
you
don't
just
use water.
Water,
Yeah.
like we shower
We
with
we
it.
just fill it up with Coca-Cola.
Just a quick preview.
Oh!
What was that? What was that?
We're reviewing it.
What was
We're
that?
checking it
That
out.
looked like a turret gun. Are you
Yeah.
putting it on?
Initial tests on that bad boy were good. Water, like for drinking water,
we,
or
we shower
Dunking
with
or-
it. We drink
So
it.
yeah,
we wash
well,
dishes
okay.
with
So
it.
like once it's in the tank, do you guys just drink straight out of it? Do you? You guys use a Burke?
we use a Berkey. A Berkey is just a
filtration system.
filtration system that
But it's a gravity filtration system, so you need to plug it into electricity or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
just gravity.
the water that we put into the freshwater tank in our coach, we do not drink that as a whole, except for in coffee. And we use the Berkey for fresh water. Actually, in our coffee goes through the Berkey. So we don't really drink that water at all. We just use it for showering and for dishes. And because we've combined our black tank and our gray tank together, we have a lot of gray tank. And we were... How many nights were we in Quartzsite? 8?
9.
9 nights. 9 nights in Quartzsite. We still had...
9.
Basically, both our black and gray were at 75%, so not close to being full yet, and we still had just between half and a quarter of fresh water left, so we probably could have went another few days. Now, with that being said, you don't shower every single day. You do the baby wipes or whatever. We actually have wipes that are called cold shower, and they're cold shower wipes with like a...
We like it because they have like a scrubby thing.
Yeah.
They actually scrubs
I
you.
still remember asking when we were talking to the people. They're like, "What's your favorite thing in the RV?" Said something about a hoe bath, and then people were like, "What?"
You were not in the ladies' cooking lesson when we were talking about it too on PTA.
Yep. Oh yes. PTA.
Mickey Peace Bus.
Hey, Mickey,
Says, hey,
April.
hey,
April, what's happening?
April.
So yeah, check these out. These are actually called cold shower. And then they have the little pack that you have it's a wet wipe, but it's got a textured side to it, and yeah, they work pretty good.
Yeah.
So you're just dusting off. You don't have to wash your hair every single day.
But I think you went off the topic of the water.
The water?
Our water. So basically, water is just for showering, dishes, brushing our teeth, and then fill up the Berkey, and that's our drinking water, basically.
Yeah.
And our cooking water.
Pretty simple.
Now, this guy have different stuff. And what
Do
you
you
have?
filter the water before it comes in the coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
we put on one of the small blue filters to filter it. They
Yeah.
probably don't work very well, but it makes you feel like you did something to the
We
water
have to
before it came
change
in.
the filter every once in a while.
Yeah, we do ours every quarter. And that's probably not enough. Probably should do it every month, but we change. They're
That's not what you told me.
$13 every
You told me you're changing them all the time.
Yeah, every quarter. I write on them when I
That's not
install
all
it.
the time, though.
That's all the time. Well, it's more than
See,
once
you're
every.
lying to me.
It's more than once every 2 years.
Jesus.
Once a quarter is all the time compared to once every 2 years.
Not good. Not good.
But yeah, so we do pre-filter it. But do you guys have a full coach filtration system?
No.
Full coach? No.
We just use the blue filter too.
Blue
I
filter?
change it once a month, or when I drop it in the black tank stock.
Right. Cool. We have a new black tank story in the house.
You asked for this.
New black tank story.
Okay, let's move on because Tom is like, I'm not gonna talk about it right now.
He's blushing.
You guys, what is your water system?
So we filter water, and we go between. If we're filling up using the gravity fill, we'll just use a small little blue filter. If we're using the side, or we're staying hooked up, we have a bigger filter that we put on there.
That's a reusable paper filter.
Yeah,
or not
no.
reusable, but it's a disposable paper filter that goes inside of a big blue filter.
I don't know
No,
if
it
it's
has a-
paper.
It has a
Right,
whole
right.
thing that you change.
It's like a carbon filter.
Right.
Yeah. And then if we're drinking the water, we have an actual third filter that we put it through. That's
It's under the sink, so
Right,
yep.
we have a separate tap on the sink
Right.
that comes out for filtered water.
we
Well,
couldn't
double
afford a
filtered.
Berkey,
Yeah.
Oh,
so we just had to
please.
go with that.
Well, here's the thing. It's like people ask me, what are the things you have gotten out of the beginning that now you have gone out of the beginning? And Berkey is one of them because I'm very picky with my water, with the taste of the water. Like I can taste chlorine or I can taste like anything in the water. Like I'm like horrible for that. And the Berkey is like tasteless water. So that's the one thing I love about it. So if you want a Berkey, I mean, it's pretty amazing. They're pretty pricey, but we think it's pretty worth it. And if you're going to buy one, buy it through our link. Just saying.
Yeah, the filters we've had it a year, and you can keep testing the filters using
Coca-Cola, and
Yes.
that comes out water the other side.
yes.
Well, we don't test it that way, though.
We use like
Dr.
drops
Pepper.
we use drops of food coloring.
Okay.
Food
So the food coloring hasn't come out, and that's been a year, and the filters are still good.
Still good, yeah.
So we can change them out. So it's really not that expensive overall.
We had friends that had a different water filtration system, and they would pour the water in the filter, and it was like all glass. It was really nice, and they would even talk about it was a coconut filter that's in it. They're like, yeah, you can kind of taste the coconut in it. It's really crazy. Then after about 2 years, they're like, we should probably change the filter in this. So they ordered them from Amazon. They came in, and they opened up where they put the filter in, and the filter was still wrapped in plastic.
Oh.
They had literally just been pouring water over plastic with some paper on the outside.
That's funny. You have to tell us who that was.
Taylor and Beth.
Oh, imagine that.
It's so good.
Oh,
So
that's
good. I thought that was
awesome.
hilarious.
I'm glad it tasted like coconut, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you get a mini Berkey on your channel? 'Cause
Oh,
you
they
don't have
have
room.
little ones.
They
I
have
saw
a tiny,
those.
teeny one. Karen, she has a 16-foot Bambi Airstream. So it's a small Airstream, so she cannot fit too much stuff. And she has this tiny, teeny Berkey filter that what she does, she uses that to actually fill up like bigger jugs.
Mhm.
So she doesn't have to actually travel with that on the wall. She has the tiny, teeny one.
There you go.
Hmm?
That's
So Kevin, question.
Don Klein says,
Hey, Don.
Hey, Paul. I was late because I was talking to a certain other YouTube couple. Sorry.
That's awesome.
we know it was KYD.
It's all right.
It's fine.
It's all right. We still love you, Don.
That's so funny.
We still love you. Poor thing. We didn't mean to harass you so much, but it was still fun. We still love you guys.
So the whole like fun that all these are like inside jokes, right? That came from the fires and all that. So when we're doing the questions, like Kevin's game about like just asking random questions, like they were literally the first one, Don and Kevin.
Yeah, we got them
They were
right off the bat.
first one, and she's extremely shy. She's an introvert too. So all the time she's the first one. The microphone in front of her, and they ask her what is the favorite episode? No, what's the favorite place they will go that they have seen on TME? And she says Banff, And we're like, yeah, we have not been to Banff, but KYD has. Like, so it became like a joke throughout the entire fire too. So yeah.
And they were awesome sports, and I will say everybody was awesome. I mean, Kevin and I hammer each other pretty good all the time, back and forth.
It was fun making fun of everybody else,
But-
finally.
Yeah, finally we were
Just
dealing with
kidding.
everybody else. But people were troopers, man. It was like, you know when you go to the comedy club and you sit up too close and then the comedian zones in on you and just hammers you the whole show about something? This was the same thing, except we're not funny. So it was just a lot of fun, and everybody was such great sports. It was amazing. Faye especially. Dawn was another one. It's kind of like Dawn and Faye were kind of the main people that we just harassed constantly. But
Yep.
it was so fun, and everybody was absolutely amazing.
It was
It
awesome.
was. It was great.
So there haven't been any more Quartzsite type questions.
Cool.
So just gonna
Cool,
kind of
cool.
go into some
Random
randoms.
questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Random questions are good.
So, do y'all ever have any plans on going to Sturgis?
Yeah, we do.
I mean, I think when we had the motorcycle, it was a bucket list. Now that we don't have the motorcycle, we will be the weird ones going to Sturgis without a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
I still want to go though. I
mean,
do.
It's a thing if you like motorcycles. Yeah, I guess.
I still miss my motorcycle. Well, I just noticed your shirt, dude. What does that say?
Twilio Quest.
What's Twilio Quest?
It's a nerd thing.
It's a nerd thing?
Very nerdy.
Oh, okay. It's a nerd thing. Yeah, I'd like to do Sturgis. I'd like to go just for a couple of days. That's another thing. I rode Harleys for quite a few years, and I still love Harleys and love my motorcycle stuff, but not so fond of the whole biker community. So, yeah. I can do maybe a couple of days at Sturgis, and then I have to get out because it's just too much.
April said go.
Yeah?
Just do it.
Go to Sturgis?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Steven said hey.
Hey, Steve. What's happening, dude?
Hey.
Okay.
Steve, are you still in Quartzsite? How are you watching this in Quartzsite? As soon as we got out of Quartzsite, we went from like 0.5 down and one up to like few miles out of town. It goes to 15 down and 20 up. The data speeds just go through the roof.
Exactly. Speaking of watching you from, watching YouTube, Brian and Jumi hanging out with us at the fire.
Yeah.
And then they leave the fire to go watch you guys on YouTube.
Yeah, that was kind of
I
fun.
thought that was
interesting.
awesome. That was pretty funny.
They need to be up to date.
They're like, man, what can we ask them next time? Let's watch this. For those of you that read books,
Who? Somebody reads books?
are y'all reading anything good lately?
Well, I don't know if good to you. It's like, that's based on liking. Like, Paul and I, we really don't read too
Toss me
many
my phone, Faye.
fiction
Just unplug that.
fiction books. It's more like non-fiction what we read. And I'm reading 2 right now. It's like I'm reading a classic that's the Seven Habits of Highly Successful People. That's a classic. And then I love this book. This other book I'm reading, I love it. It's called Grit. So it's like it's basically for people. People have studied people that make it and don't make it. So even with the same upbringing, people that actually do more versus the ones that don't. So what is involved in that? So it's pretty cool actually. So that's what I'm reading.
Cool.
So I opened up my books app just to see what I'm reading right now, and it opened right up to the Victron manual.
Okay, he wins nerd of the day.
Yeah. Man.
Tom is reading the Victron manual. I do Audible, so like I try to listen to stuff because I don't read too much.
Like Paul loves to put his Audible and just do something. Like if he's working on something, he will put his earphones and just listen to Audible.
Right. So the latest one that I just finished is, hopefully there's no kids watching. It's called Unfuck Yourself. Get Out of Your Head and Into Your Life. That was a great book. It's a Scottish dude.
What is the one that
Named
you
Gary Bishop?
always talk about with the SEAL guy?
The SEAL, the one with the Navy SEAL, Jocko Willink, is Extreme Ownership. Extreme ownership is awesome, and it's something that's missing from most people's lives nowadays. It's basically, no matter how badly you screw up, you look in the mirror and you say, I did that. And I think it's a really important thing to teach kids. Like, you can't just try to slide out of, like, what wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. I did it throughout my life, and it just by mistake. And I started to find out that people respected that. Like when I was a teenager and I was working somewhere and something happened, I'm like, man, I did that. And they were like, oh, and they would come up to you and say, man, that was really cool. Really glad that you admitted that. And then it went away. That problem went away almost immediately. But if you say, you try to get out of it, I didn't do it, it just kind of continues and goes on and on and on. And it never resolves itself.
But you talk about kids, but the thing is, like, as adults, we all do that. Like, we all like have excuses of why we're not doing a certain thing. Doesn't matter if it's like a diet or exercise or working or
Right.
like I don't know, a hobby or whatever. It's like, oh, I cannot do it because of this, because of my family, or because of I don't have time. And it's like, and it's just creating excuses to it, and it's just about like stop creating those excuses and take ownership.
Right, I'm not saying like a 4-year-old that writes on the wall with a crayon going, I didn't do it. Like, teach them that. Like,
but it's like for everybody, basically. It's
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
cool
so
book, though.
very, very cool book. And then the other one that I'm kind of in the middle of is I Hope I Screw This Up. It's written by a comedian, and it's actually pretty good stuff. And so I tend to read a lot of business books or a lot of, that self-help, mamby-pamby, self-empowerment stuff to try and be a better person.
You
Laura?
guys?
So I just gave up on a book called You Are a Badass. I've been reading it, I don't know, I've been trying to read it for a couple weeks now. Got 44% of the way through.
That's an exact number.
Well, because I know
it's Kindle,
it's
right?
Kindle.
Yeah.
And just was over it. It never really pulled me into believing whatever
Right.
she was
You
trying
have
to
read
say.
I've read that book as well, yeah, and it's just kind of repetitive. It kind of after the first couple of chapters, you're like, okay, how many times can you say that same thing over and over again?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I don't know if I finished that one either. Yeah, there's some books that you just like, okay, it's kind of cool, but then you just like, I'm done.
and that was that.
Yeah, Kevin,
But have you read anything good recently?
you did a lot of health stuff over the last year.
Yeah, How Not to Die.
Yeah,
Yes,
Like,
That's a
literally,
good one.
literally,
That is actually a really
literally,
good
yeah.
book.
yeah,
It's good.
yeah. If you want to,
Chris Belafonte. I read a book once.
if you want to like improve your diet and also know the science behind why you should make certain changes, How Not to Die is a good one.
right.
And I would say, if you're not into reading, because I know a lot of people are not into actually sitting down and taking the time to read. It's like what Paul does, like, he cannot do that. I don't think even his ADD allows it. I mean, it's like he's trying to read because he has tried. And all of a sudden he hears a noise outside. He's like, oh, Kevin is outside. Kevin is outside. I need to go outside. So it's like he just stops reading. So for him, the best thing to do is just put the earphones and just, like, listen to audiobooks. It's like that's what works for him.
And I set it on 2 times speed.
Oh,
I
yeah.
listen to it twice as fast,
I
so
hate
that
it.
I have to
hate
focus. Because if I listen to it at a regular speed,
You're
and the
like,
guy
you're like,
is
oh,
saying that it's time for you to get over and do this, then I'm like, I'm already done. But if I have to focus on what they're saying because it's coming so fast, I tend to sit and listen to it. And you get done twice as fast.
You, Kevin?
Kids, earmuffs. I'm reading a book called Unfuck Your Brain.
Ah, see?
Really good. I got that at the Portland Veg Fest by a local book publisher.
Microcosm.
Microcosm.
Yeah.
Really good. It's helping me with like realizing just everything's in my head. I just need to get over it. Like my fear of heights. I'm not gonna die. Well, I might one day.
Yeah, you might if you fall.
Right.
You're
if I
definitely
fall.
gonna die.
But like,
But
standing close to an edge.
Right.
It's the wind's not just gonna pick me up and I'm gonna like all of a sudden tumble to my death. Right. And then there's another one called Punk Rock Entrepreneurship, which is really awesome.
Oh, cool.
Just telling you like, you don't need all the things to get started. Go back to like when you were younger and you had to get something done. You just made it happen. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like, I can't do this because I don't have a cool microphone to attach to this, and it's like, get over it. Just go do it, and it's like it's really getting me.
if you want an example of that, come to our channel.
But you just wrote lemonade on the stand and whatever
Yeah.
you thought was close, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
5 cents and a half weird marker,
It
and
doesn't matter.
horrible dirty glasses,
Yeah.
and you just start selling it to strangers.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask, like, you know, about their YouTube channel. It's like, you're not going to have a YouTube channel if you don't put the first video out there.
Right.
You got to get over that hump and just realize, like, A, there's going to be haters.
Yep.
You know, B, you're never going to like anything that you put out.
Right. No.
You're always going to hate it, no matter,
Yep.
like, if you have the awesome microphone, if you have the badass camera.
Yep.
If everything is perfect, you're still going to hate it.
Yep.
Because it's you.
Right.
You just got to get out of it.
And
So
if you
I just thought that was awesome.
If you just start, then you will always have ways to improve as you go along.
Yeah. Okay, my question to you, Kevin, is if you're reading this, is for a specific purpose? Like you're thinking actually starting something or something like
I
that?
don't know if I can actually talk about that.
Ah, okay, private conversation like
Yeah.
that. That's
But anyway, those are 2 books I'm reading. They're awesome. They're very short. They're very small, and it was to a good cause. There's actually a 3rd one in that series that I bought. I can't remember it.
I like small books with huge lettering.
Yeah. Kevin, turn the page.
You're right.
Yes.
The end.
50%.
The end.
You did good.
We went
Pat
through
yourself on the
Faye.
back. Yeah, what are you reading?
Well, I read lots of different
Harlequin
things.
romance.
No, but I do read some smutty books at night.
50 Shades
50
of Grey.
Shades of Grey. I
50
love
Shades
it
of
every day.
Yeah, Faye.
Hey, high five.
I read a book called Younger Next Year, which is a book that started us on the change of life that we went through with preparing ourselves for RVing and losing all the weight and eating all the healthy stuff and all that.
Do people know
Yeah.
about this?
You
Did y'all
guys,
ever
can
know
you
about it?
tell these guys got to tell their story a little bit? Okay, guys, come on, just a little bit. Put them on the
Tell
spot.
them, Faye. They're like, oh my God, no, we're put on the spot.
Let's just start off with the number. How much weight have you guys lost each?
110 pounds each.
Is that crazy?
That's
That's crazy. That is absolutely amazing.
And we've kept it off now for 3 years, I guess. Yeah.
That is incredible.
It's freaking awesome.
That is incredible.
But about 5 years ago, we were sitting on the couch watching a NASCAR race, eating caramel corn by the big bags,
That sounds
And-
glorious.
and realized that this is the way it was going to be for the rest of our lives unless we did something. So Faye had read a book called Younger Next Year, and she was bugging me about it. And I, of course, I'm the king of procrastination, so I procrastinated reading the book. But eventually I got, lazy enough and sick enough to pick it up, and it inspired me too. So we decided we were going to get healthy, and we went on a lifestyle change. We walked 10,000 steps a day minimum, and we, unless we're, camped in the desert somewhere.
Oh, I share a
TMB
Quartzsite.
and Motorhome.
Yeah.
What TMB and RV?
10,000 steps a day. We eat healthy. We're not vegan or we're not vegetarian, but we tend to eat. We lean towards that end of the spectrum in our eating habits.
And not so much carbs and things like that.
Yeah,
Very
no
little
red
carbs.
meats, no heavy vegetables. No.
We don't eat white flour or white sugar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, and like I said, we lost 110 pounds. We're in much better shape. Faye's had a pacemaker for many years now, and she's in great shape. And I let myself go, and now I feel great. So.
And you guys are able to get by each other in the RV.
Yeah.
Yes, and now we can pass in
we
the
can pass
RV.
each
That
other
was
in the
one of
RV.
the considerations, actually, when we were looking for an RV. Okay, it has to be wide enough that we can pass.
What's the difference in the impact? Do you feel it in your knees and things like that as well?
Just energy. Energy. I mean, we wouldn't get up off the couch. It was a job to go to the refrigerator.
Right.
And we wanted to do that really bad.
Right.
But now, I mean, we have no trouble doing anything we want to do. People say, do you want to go on a hike? Yep, we're in. Well,
Right.
I don't know.
They always
Yeah.
are. They're usually the first people that are like, hey, do you guys want to go on a hike today? Hey, do you guys want to go out and do this? Like,
Yeah.
getting our asses out of the RV, which is awesome. So,
Yeah.
We
That's
know.
awesome.
We know we have to keep going.
Right.
Keep
Awesome.
moving.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
everybody's like
Awesome.
freaking out. They're sending hearts clapping. They're saying such a good story.
Thank you,
An
everybody.
amazing
Thank you.
book, like everything. Step by step. Congrats. Yeah, people are going crazy in here.
Cool.
Where were we at before? Oh, what books were we reading?
Now,
Okay, cool. Now I can mark that one off the list.
this stuff is spicy as hell.
It's a almond based
Almond jalapeno.
jalapeno dip.
Jalapeno.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Almonds weren't the
jalapeno.
spicy part.
Yeah, exactly.
Almonds aren't the spicy part?
So Lisa W says, Kevin, would you recommend for towing a vehicle? Either your method or Paul's method. And I said, what do you think I'll say?
Right.
Yeah, that's like, yeah.
We will always fight on this topic,
Yeah.
and it's okay
Yeah.
because I'm right.
I'm outnumbered 2-1 here in this coach. Around the fire, it was about 60-40 flat toe.
Yep.
I kept telling everyone it was 50-50, but it wasn't. It was about 60-40 with all the people we had at the night. Oh, because you asked, that was one of the RV icebreaker questions.
Yep.
2 down, 4 down. And about 60% are towing 4 down.
I wanted to go 2 up, but we couldn't find a dolly that was reasonable enough, in my opinion. And then we spent twice as much to tow 4 down.
Right.
That's the way it usually works for us.
Dawn says, Tom and Faye, glad the beaver helped change her life.
Thank you, Dawn.
That's funny.
All right. Do you know of any good guides for state and national parks?
Guides.
www.nationalpark.gov. I don't know.
I mean,
Dude, you don't even know the website. Oh my god.
Of course I don't know the website. I just Google that if I want to find a state park.
yeah, I mean, to
Or
go to them, I would say no. We didn't really use the guide. Once we're in that state park or national park or whatever, we go just to all trails to find trails that fit our needs or what we want to see. But that's about it. I mean, we really have no guides for that.
Yeah.
You guys?
No. I mean, I know there's books out there on
Right.
like the different state and national parks and like reviews of them, but again, you could go look at all the pictures you want, go to Campendium, typing,
Right.
where you're wanting to go, and
Right.
it'll give you
And
pictures of the different campsites.
Laura and I, we have our passport that is from national parks, so you can get your cancellations or your stamps on the passport. So it's like our souvenir from the area per se. And they give you a map, like it comes with a map that tells you where all the national parks, monuments, and all of that stuff is. So you can actually go to these places.
I think, we don't use paper guides as a whole, so I guess they were probably asking about,
Well, not paper,
Online?
just guides.
yeah, but we just go somewhere, you just Google it. Like, we use Google everything. Like, I taught my mom, I don't know if she's still watching or not, but I taught my mom Google and her life has changed forever. Now she doesn't call and have to ask me questions, she just asks Google. So yeah, you get into an area.
It's
Oh,
a
sorry.
revelation.
I was just going to say that the national parks have an app.
Recreation.gov.
NPS, isn't it?
Well, I'm going
I
to...
thought it was
You
Recreation.
I
guys
don't-
don't even know that name of
I
it.
have to... No,
It's recreation.gov is the government website for national
yeah,
parks.
no, I'm talking about the app.
campsites.
There's an actual app, but I didn't have it. I had it in the cloud. I don't. So I'm
I'll have to
downloading
put
it.
up with
So I don't know what it's called. But it'll let you download each park into this app. So you can see it'll have the trail maps and different things you can do there and information about it. I
Oh,
just
cool.
don't, I can't see what it's called because it's not downloaded.
Right.
And it's working on it
Yeah.
now, so.
So we're very scattered on this information
Yeah.
that we're giving right now.
Yeah.
So it's like...
The
So-
fact that it's not downloaded means that I don't really use it, but
Right.
you might like
And
to
but,
use
but
it.
Or you
we-
don't update your phone that much.
No, I don't use this app.
Well, and here's the thing: it's like when we're in areas, we're traveling around areas, and we find out what's around us.
Mhm.
And based on what's around us, we stumble upon state parks or national
Right.
parks or national monuments. But it's not like we're planning on like, okay, this is our route. These are all the national parks, all the state parks we're gonna hit. Like at least us, both of us.
Right.
It's not the way we plan our travel. It's more like we're gonna travel this route and see what's around us. And if you want to go hiking, it's when you get to see all the state parks and national stuff.
I think that's the difference between full timing and taking a vacation. A vacation, you have to seek out a destination to go. We're just happen to be going in a direction, and we're just checking stuff along the way as we get to places. So that's a little bit what makes it a little bit different. Can you toss me those peanuts, please?
Well, those are not. No,
Hey,
those
hey,
aren't
hey.
peanuts.
Hey,
Those are not peanuts.
what? Damn it.
These are not peanuts.
Whatever they are, they're almonds. They're
There you
roasted
go.
almonds.
There you go.
Thank
Paul.
you. Thank you, Laura, for being a nice
Chris
person.
Bellafato said Beaver changed his life. He said he was about 17. So,
That's pretty funny.
yeah, everybody was laughing. Dachshund Security Force? What the hell?
Dachshund?
Yeah, Dachshund Security.
Yeah,
What is
the
that?
dachshund's like a little wiener dog.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
the person on YouTube.
Oh.
Hold on, I'll find it. Yeah, Dachshund Security Force. $25 in chat.
Oh!
Rick S. $25
Wow.
in chat.
You guys, thank you so much. That's
Thank
craziness.
you.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
I
just
just
Do
put
they have a
in another
specific
$25.
Holy
Second bottle
crap.
of wine. Dachshund Security
crap,
Force.
thank you.
That's $50 so far.
Thank you
What?
so much.
Stop doing that. Did they have a specific question?
They just say buy. The first one said buy a bottle of wine. The second one says buy a second bottle of wine.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
I just want to say Jody said about RV Parky is a popular app.
RV Parky.
Like for
I think I have that.
national parks. and-
People use the
I use it to level my
REI
coach.
Co-op National Park app.
So the
As
one
well?
that I have is called Shimani,
Shimani, yeah.
CHAMINI National Park.
Yeah, Lyndon said Shimani National Park
Yep.
too. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess this is Rick of Rick and Amy. Paul looks good with a mouthful of nuts.
Yeah, that's gotta be Rick.
I'd give you the finger, but there's too many people watching. And then my mom will yell at me.
Wade Burney. Oh yeah, just became a Patreon.
Jesus. Alright, you guys are gonna make me crazy. Thank you.
The app Park Advisor will give you national and state
Oh, yeah, yeah.
parks.
Yeah.
And almost any other kind.
This is very similar to the campfire discussions. When we were sitting around the campfire and you start having
Yeah,
these
you just start-
conversations,
yeah,
you
yeah.
learn from everybody in
Yeah.
there. So
I
this
mean,
is cool.
our typical go-to is Campendium.
Mhm.
That app is like the jam to me. I wish there were ways to. Well, no, that's part of my idea. Why am I going to tell that? I'm not telling you what that is.
Yeah, don't say that out loud.
No, but I like it because there's pictures of the park
Right.
in the app. Rick asked $25 again.
Wow.
You guys are crazy. Any specific question, Rick? No?
No.
Oh. Alright.
Nancy McIntyre, did you sell the business site? Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did. So those of you
Oh,
who
yeah.
have come in a little bit late, all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and as of yesterday, completely officially no longer our business. So yes.
Hey,
Now we
What
get back into creating content.
Picarso, what is that?
Picarso?
Exactly.
Exactly, right. Yes. Now we can get back into creating content for you guys, which is going to be exciting for me.
I told Paul actually this morning, it's like, do you actually know that that's a milestone? We sold a business.
We
Like,
created
we
something
created
from nothing.
something from nothing, and we sold it. I mean, for us, it was like kind of like an aha moment. Like, oh my god, it's like bucket list done. It's like
That's kind of,
sold a
kind
business.
of a cool thing, yeah.
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was cool.
So, thank you to everybody who donated tonight. That's awesome.
Just to note, my favorite travel app is the Starbucks app.
Yeah. I'm
Tom
with
likes
him.
the Starbucks app, yes.
Yeah. I bet you, whatever what's that place called? Canada.
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, do they have an app?
I don't know.
That's right.
I don't have an app for any coffee. I bet my Folgers has an app to where to buy it.
Oh my god, like seriously, I'm gonna slap you. He kept saying that.
What is it? Well, you don't, what if it's not Folgers? What is it? Mountain Grown. It's
Okay, somebody's asking if we have
Nescafe.
any problems with the shutdown.
Okay.
I was gonna say, tell the story about Quartzsite.
Stop believing everything you guys read on the internet. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. No, really. What? Go ahead.
Vicky Ovendale, $25 for the Firewood Fund.
Oh, Vicky, you're a badass. Thank
It's
you
your
guys.
birthday.
Thank you guys. Yeah, it's your. Wait a second.
Why are
it's
you
your
giving us
birthday.
money?
We should
Stop doing that.
we should be buying you drinks.
Yeah, we should be buying you firewood. We'll let Bob handle the wood for you.
Oh,
Whoa!
that's right.
Oh my god.
So,
You can tell we're coming from Quartzsite
Yes.
when he's doing these jokes like in the live. It's
So,
like,
Here's the shutdown. There's nobody working at the places that you have to pay, so you just drive in and stay. Simple as that. They have just opened it up. I plan on to go online and pay the $40.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't trying to stay there for free. It wasn't like we tried to circumvent the system because we were looking to not pay $40 for 8 days.
Yeah, when we pulled in, we tried to pay.
There's
And
nobody
literally,
there to pay.
It's a sign, shutdown.
Yeah.
Good luck.
It says area closed. So all that means is that there's nobody there to take your money, and there's nobody there for your safety, which they don't provide any safety anyways. It's just an area that they charge you to stay. The dump station was still open. The water was still open. All of the garbage was still, and we'll get into that in a second too. All of the garbage, the trash disposal was all still happening. All that stuff was still happening. So we thought, well, we'll stay there. If we're there for 4 days and it reopens, we'll just pay and tell them to backdate the thing 4 days. That never happened. We left and they just opened, I guess, probably now. Have you checked the website yet?
Yesterday.
Or
They opened up yesterday.
It's last night.
So the website's probably back up. We'll just go and pay the $40 for 8 days with water and dump. It's worth it.
Yeah.
But there was no issues, no problem. Nobody writing tickets, nobody getting towed, none of that stuff.
I mean, we saw so many people getting arrested. So, there wasn't even an RV in
by the
LTVA.
invisible agents that weren't getting paid or in the cars. Yeah.
Don't give false information. People are
Just
actually
kidding.
gonna believe
You.
it. Yeah.
And also, nobody trashed the place that we
Right.
saw.
That's what I wanted to say.
We had like program on the Sunday, one like social what's it called? Social kind of like community service, community service round, and then we had program like 2 hours to go out and pick up garbage. And even before then, we went around and we realized there's no garbage to be picked up.
Everybody was awesome.
Like everybody was keeping up everything super clean, except for the Chinese lanterns, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
that's the only one.
but besides that, it's like everything was very clean, so that was pretty cool.
I will say, yeah, everybody was very respectful. There wasn't anybody out of control because there was no security or no rangers running around. Everybody was super nice. It really was nice. The four-wheelers weren't tearing things up. It was cool. It was really cool. A great experience, really. And so, yeah, no effects of the shutdown whatsoever. When we pulled into the place we are now, the shutdown is still on, but the camp host is still selling their little things, doing their job the way they're supposed to, which I thought was kind of funny. And then they opened up today anyway, so, you know.
So,
All
Dotson Security Force has a question.
Yes.
And I don't know the answer to this one.
No way.
Wow.
Paul, I've been watching since the first video when the intro phrase was different. Do you remember what it was?
When the what?
Intro.
Your first
The
intros
intro?
was not what's going on Adventure Nation. What was it before that?
Hey, dude.
Oh no, I know, gang. Hey, gang, and they hated it.
Dude, Dotson Security Force, $55.
Are you
What?
drinking?
I don't know what's going
Oh
on.
my
Stop
goodness.
drinking. It's costing you money. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I do not remember what it is. I used to say gang a lot, and I had some lady complain. Or was it
I think
you?
that lady was
I think
me,
the lady
yeah.
was Lori. Some lady kept saying that she hated that word, and I'm like, I don't understand why. It's not like I'm saying that you guys are gangbangers. It's just, I don't know. Just,
I
hey,
know.
gang.
Just
That's
saying.
just something I'd always said was, hey, gang, and then I had to start changing that. Hey, guys. Like, I don't know. I didn't
So-
think it was that big of a deal.
What is his
What was it?
response?
What was
Yeah.
it?
I'm waiting on it to
And
come back up.
thank you so much. You guys are crazy, and we love you guys.
Okay, the Snowdens.
This-
2 questions.
Yes.
And they're in the house. Snowdens.
Snowdens, what's
Dancing,
happening?
Randy.
The Randizzles.
The Randizzles.
Have you guys gotten the smoke smell out of your clothes yet?
Oh, no.
No.
No,
We
not
haven't
at
been to
all.
the
No.
laundromat yet.
No,
After-
we haven't been to the laundromat.
After what, 9 days of campfires?
Ode to Campfire.
You know, I found what a
Yeah.
smoking jacket is. This is a smoking jacket. You wear it when there's smoke at the fire, and
You don't put it in your closet.
And
You,
you don't
put
put
it somewhere else.
yeah.
And you wear it over and again on
Yeah.
every campfire.
The same one, yeah, so
The
you
same
can keep
one,
some
yeah.
that don't smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that always happens. I still love it. It just for me is a lot of fun. Thank you guys for they drove out to the desert bar. That was an absolute blast. We had what, 12 people? 12 people go out to the
Yeah.
desert bar. I think
That was pretty cool.
that was awesome. That was fun.
Question
Question.
2.
Yes.
Laura, did you get to the bookstore? And if so, was it all you
No.
imagined? Was it you or
With the
Lorena?
banana hammock.
What?
The banana hammock.
Yeah, the naked
bookseller.
bookseller. He was not there.
Oh,
I guess.
he's sick.
He was sick.
That's what we found out. Yeah.
I wanted to go to a bookstore just because I wanted to see the books. That was it.
I wanted to buy a
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yeah.
Books.
Just the books, yeah.
Yeah. What books have you read lately?
We forgot to go there. We were all going to go and buy our own personal banana hammocks, and I guess he sells them, but...
Steve said the office was still closed this morning.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So.
Well, get well soon, Mr. Naked Bookseller.
Yeah. Yeah. Get your naked book on.
I guess his banana hammocks are all crochet, so actually handmade.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
I can make you those.
Well, you have to go measure it first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Medium,
small
large.
size, medium, large.
Yeah,
extra
it
large,
also
you need to
depends on the
know.
weather.
Yeah.
Is it a footy?
It's been awful cold here,
Yeah,
so...
or is it like a knee-high sock?
Right, when we
You
get
know?
down to Cabo, it'll probably be a different size.
Yeah, exactly. I never know.
TMI with TME.
Yep. April says, peace out, love you guys. Peace, bud.
Thanks, April.
April.
Hey.
And her crazy husband. They were fun.
Petition hippie.
Somebody said try Bixby coffee. It's delicious.
Oh, well,
And
Bixby?
it's a subscription worth every penny of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it instant coffee?
No.
That's a pain, though, because then
Yeah.
we've got to be somewhere to get it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
it's
same
a
with
full
Nespresso.
Yeah.
We
Hard.
use Nespresso at home, but you've got to be able to buy it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hashtag first world RV life problems.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Again, the community is amazing. Both the people that we've met at Quartzsite and then just you guys in general, man. I just love it. That's why I want to do this. That's why I want to create more content and do more of this.
And I think we talked about it in the fire, but I just want to put it out there. We're not going to change the format of the channel. We're still going to have our is it first one? Last
Saturday live.
Live.
Yeah. Until NBC tells us to stop using that.
The last Saturday.
The Saturday Night Live. Last Saturday Night Live.
So
I think we just say last Saturday Live, so it's
Yeah.
not last Saturday Night Live. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we don't get in trouble.
Well, I mean, it's obviously daytime.
Yes, it is daytime. Last Saturday Live.
well, it's night somewhere, right?
Just so you guys know, do we have anybody on from Europe? We actually
There
went
were
on.
people in
That's
Ireland.
like-
Was there in
Right.
Ireland? So
In
we went on
UK,
early
yes, that's
today,
in UK.
and we're going to do that every now and then so that we can have people in Europe that watch us, in Australia that watch us, that can stay up to a normal hour, or at least, it's probably still midnight there, but, or it's not, maybe not, 10, it should be 8 hours, right?
I think it's 6.
It's 4:20 somewhere.
It is 4:20 somewhere.
So. Wow. Dotson Security Force. Wow, you can't remember? You should go back and watch.
Oh, it's painful
It was
watching
not
our
Adventure
first.
Nation. I need to look again. I laughed when I listened to it last week.
It's embarrassing watching the first ones, the first few. I don't know if I had a tagline at the time. It just kind of come out. I don't know when.
Oh, I remember what it was. Hello, everybody. I am Paul, and this is Lorena, and we are
The
adventuring.
motorhome experiment.
Yes, experience.
And today we're going to talk to you about some interesting places that we have gone and seen and been to. Notwithstanding, therefore, here too. I've been reading too much legal paperwork lately. Are any of you guys attorneys? Why do you have to write crazy shit like that? Why can't you just write like normal people speak?
So they
Hey.
can charge so much.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you hit 24,000 subscribers this morning.
Oh yeah! Yay! That's awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. We're gonna double that by the end of the year, I hope, or more.
Hopefully triple.
With you guys, when we popping up these new videos, make sure you hit share and send it to people on social media. We appreciate that, and it'll help us out. Annoy other people. You don't want to be the only ones watching this crap.
Did you do the composting toilet or the air conditioner first?
I had the composting toilet before I had the coach. I actually had it sitting in a box in the garage before I had the RV, so did that first.
This could be a disaster.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
you're replaying it?
Enthusiasts, the doorbell just rang, so.
Good morning, my fellow RV enthusiast.
Oh wow, yeah, it probably
That was
changed
a
every
composting
single
toilet.
other video.
Yeah.
I probably didn't have an opening line then. Because it's kind of like,
My name is Paul Sharon,
see, that was gang, right?
and
And I'm Lorena Sharon. We're the Sharon.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
It's so good. I'm just going to sit here and do this while you guys
oh my
just
god,
do the...
no, that's just terrible. Absolutely
Here's
terrible.
episode 1.
Hello, fellow RV enthusiasts. My
That
name
was-
is Paul.
Hello, fellow RV enthusiasts.
That
Alright, alright.
Did it
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
That was
not
it.
bad, not bad. I don't know. I don't know how Adventure Nation came around, but
I don't know either. But Lisa says it's like, hey, is there any part of the U.S. you haven't been there? Like
oh,
any
a
state?
ton. We've
have
kind
so
of done
much.
everybody was talking about the smile, and that's kind of what we've done. We've done the smile. So we've done some of the East Coast down through the South and back up the West, and then we're going to do that again. That's why we kind of want to paint in the middle a little bit. But yeah, like all of like Utah, Idaho, Montana, North and South Dakota, Kansas, all of that stuff. A lot of parts of Illinois and all that we haven't been to that we want to get to. Obviously only in the summertime. We don't want to go there in the winter. But yeah, we want to do a lot of that because we know a lot of the YouTubers haven't done that sort of stuff. So we definitely want to do that. You guys did South Dakota because you guys are South Dakotans.
Yes, which we found out most of your group is from South Dakota.
Yeah. There's a lot of internet South
We
Dakotans.
had a lot of neighbors,
Yeah.
mailbox neighbors.
Really close neighbors.
They were all comparing numbers.
Yep.
And then what about the guy in the tent?
The guy in the tent was 1,000. He was like
1180.
1180, yeah.
Yeah, he had
That's
box
crazy.
1180.
He's been there for like 7 years or more than that.
Like for when it
yeah,
started
when it
or
first
something.
started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty crazy. But how many people do we have on today?
237 right now. It's been all. Your mom, she is mad at you.
Oh, why? Because I didn't
So
call her
people
last
love your
Sunday.
live chats, your language, and Kevin must keep it clean.
Okay, Mom. Hey, you know I'm 54 now, right? I'm not your little kid anymore.
She
Oh,
said,
boo.
"Don't make me come down there."
Oh, no, definitely not. Definitely not. And I did not call you this weekend. I apologize. I was busy with the viewers. You can blame them.
We're
But
gonna call you after the video.
I will call this weekend.
Yep.
So, sorry, Mommy.
So what were you saying about South Dakota?
You guys have been to South Dakota because obviously you're from there, so you
Yes.
have to go there every now and then.
Yeah, we have to go there once every 5 years.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Cool.
And yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Okay. Always Gallardo RV Strong says, how many rigs are going to Cabo San Lucas?
As of right now, 3. It was
in-
fluctuating.
Oh.
Going
I mean,
to Cabo
where-
San Lucas
Yeah, where can people sign up for the
for the caravan.
caravan?
The caravan is only $8,995 per person. That
It's 2
includes
months. That's an extra month
It
than all the
includes
other
a
ones we saw.
translator.
yeah, includes a translator, all of your boondocking spots, and
Occasional entertainment.
yeah, occasional entertainment, all the comedy you can bear, and it doesn't include any food, no fuel,
No back rubs.
no back rubs,
No hug.
and yeah, and you can join us at the border in 3 days.
3 days.
It departs
Cash
in 3
only.
days. Yeah, cash only. $8,995. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. That's one thing that we found crazy at the tent. They have the what do you call those?
Caravans.
They're caravans. So if you want to go down Route
I
66
literally
with
just said it.
12 other campers, you can do that, and then you got to pay them. There was one that we saw that was 28 days, and I think it was $10,000 per person.
Mhm.
I was like, holy crap! We
No,
need to start doing
$10,000 for an
caravans.
RV,
Nope,
which is 2 people.
I thought it said per person. Where's that thing you have?
Like literally in front of my cup holder. But that's Europe. That's not here.
Oh, this is Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one says. This says per person 2 in an RV. So, 30 days, $87.90 per person, 2 in an RV. So
Did
that's
you get-
minimum 2.
Do you get an RV with that, or is that? I mean, is that RV rental?
That
too?
might be RV rental
RV
included.
Yeah, no, RV rental included, some of the stays, even some of the foods and some of the attractions.
But still, that's $8,500.
But
So
again,
let's
it's
say
like some, not
Yeah.
like
$17,000 a month for an RV rental. Holy crap! We need to start doing that stuff. So the new company, TME and Vegan RV Caravans, coming to a city near you soon.
It's not a bad business. We saw
And
a
we'll
lot of
caravan
caravans.
together.
This is what amazes me. We saw
Includes
so
all
many
the
caravans
good-
in Canada.
Yeah.
Like people will pay like to go in a group to Canada, and it's like Canada is pretty much the same as the U.S. They speak English.
It's scary.
They have everything, but people want to pay caravans to go to Canada. For me, that was like weird.
Canadian people are scary.
Bob Lovendale says he's in.
Bob, come on, baby. We'll have Bob as a security personnel.
Oh my God.
He's a big dude.
Sorry. Jody says, my mom talked about PTA bats, but never told me what it stood for. Too young. Well, we just learned this, actually. And that was on, like, one of when the girls were there, one of the chats.
Yeah, you guys are
Hey,
gonna
what was
have
the
to look
first
that one up.
I don't know if I can actually
Oh.
say it.
No, you can't. You're gonna have to.
Oh, I'll say it.
Okay, what is it?
Pits, tits, and ass.
No.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, pits.
Oh, you say.
Oh,
I'm not
no,
gonna say
she
that.
said-
Yeah, see?
The kitty cat.
The
pee.
kitty cat.
Kitty cat, boobs,
And
and pits. Armpits.
No, T. A.
Hey,
ass.
armpits.
Oh.
Oh,
So
that
I
makes
was way off.
I was way off. Sorry, Kevin.
putty cat, boobs, and armpits.
I thought it was the Parent
Yeah,
Teachers Association.
PTA.
Yeah, it was
That's
Parent
what we
Teachers
thought.
Association.
That's
Basically,
what we
those
thought.
three areas, those three general areas.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. If you take care of that, then you're gonna be somewhat good to go.
Somebody says,
Just
do
buy
you
stock.
get to cuddle with Ozzy and give him a scratch for the $8.95?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. You can keep them for the entire month.
Little sleepy
No.
guy.
No.
Oh, he's asleep on the dashboard. It's
Yeah,
so
he is a
cute.
sleeper up there right now.
That
so.
means he's gonna be,
He'll be
up
up all
all
night.
night.
Come on, Ozzy. Your fans want to see you. Come on.
He's like,
Jody said, I think my mom said PTP.
Come here, buddy.
that makes sense.
Fans want to see you. Where are they? They're there. Look over there in the camera.
He's so sleepy.
Wait, so you wipe him down with the wipes?
Yeah, we use some wet wipes for him.
Oh, it's
Oh
like,
my God, come on.
the reason he has wipes is because he likes to go outside and the first thing he does is roll on the dirt. So he gets, instead of black, he gets all gray. And then I have his wipes and I just wipe him down every time he comes inside again. So yeah. But see, he's sleepy. So he's there.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody was talking about, like, if we have noticed, like, about, like, it says, like, I wasn't impressed about the quality of the new RVs. It's like if we have seen an issue with that.
Well, they're held together by air and spit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Right.
Our RVs suck. The construction of them is horrible, for the most part. Yeah, they're laminate wood glued together, and they're just not really well done. I haven't heard of one that they haven't had some kind of shakedown trip that they have an issue. Like every single one. And buying a new coach does not mean no repairs. It's not like a car. Like a used car, you might have problems. A brand new car, it's probably going to be pretty decent for the most part. A brand new RV is just one that has been thrown together at the factory and hasn't been driven yet. You're going to run into issues. You're not going to... Somebody said, who was it? Was it Nancy? Nancy Patrick? When I said about the new RVs, and she went, huh. And she said that they didn't see theirs for 3 months of the first year or something like that. I don't know. But,
We
I'm sure
so
who was.
well, we have people that are friends that just bought a truck a year ago,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they've been able to use it 3 months out of the whole year that they've owned it.
yeah, a brand new Chevy.
Brand
And
new.
I'm a Chevy fan, so.
That's what you get. For
But
being American.
again, these things, like, you're driving them down a highway and you're beating the living snot out of them, and they're held together with glue and screws, and stuff happens. You just have to get handy at, tightening this stuff up. Like, every now and then you're going to put new screws in this stuff and make sure that it's all good. Uh-oh, Kevin, somebody said something
No,
funny.
everybody is going in on the PTP.
The PTA?
PTA.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
But yeah, even Faye and I, we went and walked through some of the high-end RVs and some of the, not so high-end, I guess, like Holy Ramblers as well. And even we were talking about the quality of it, that it was just not there anymore. Like, it seems to be like the older RV, some of them having a better quality.
Yeah. Like, even your coach seems to be really pretty solid.
It is 20 years old.
Right. Yeah, you'll go in. If you go to an RV show, you're gonna walk into a brand new RV, open a door, and have it come off in your hand or a cupboard, and then they just go, "Oh, we'll get that fixed before you get it."
There was one at the show that had an end on the lounge, and it has been screwed on in the screws that came in. It was literally laying on the floor with the screws pointing up.
Right.
Brand new.
Yeah,
Right.
we never get that. When we go and see RVs, brand new RVs, and they're already all broken and they don't fix it, and they're still showing them like that. But
And
anyway.
they want 500,000 for them.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
And
right.
that's just it. It doesn't matter whether it's 80,000 or 500,000. They're going to have those issues.
Yeah, Rowdy once said my new RV was in the shop 5 times in the first 12 months. Yeah.
Hey, Alan, what's happening? That's our Alan is
In
from
PA.
PA. He likes to party with the Amish.
But it's like, it's a whole point about like, some people think like buying brand new means that they're not going to have any problems. That's why they're buying brand new. But it's not the truth. It's like, actually buying brand new means that you're going to do the shakedown and all these problems are going to come out and you have to fix them. So,
Like touch wood, we have had really very, very few problems that wasn't
I'm
my
surprised
fault.
you went up there.
What's that?
Basically, if you buy brand new, you're buying for the warranty. And
Right, you're
all
buying
a-
for the warranty.
All a warranty means is you're going to spend time in the repair shop,
Right.
living
Yeah.
there.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, they'll fix them. There's no doubt about it. What's the one in Red Bay, Alabama?
Or
Tiffin.
Tiffin. Somebody said something about he bought the coach, and the guy said, "Well, when you come through Red Bay, Alabama," and he was like, "Well, wait a minute. You're assuming that I'm going to come through there. I wasn't planning on it." So he was buying it brand new, and they were basically telling him, "Well, when you come through, we'll take care of any of the issues." And he was like, "But what if I'm not? Like, that doesn't make any sense." So I thought that was kind of funny that they just basically assume that once you have it for a few months, you're going to swing on by so that we can take care of everything that you need to take care of.
And one telltale tale is if you need it repaired, and you go to your RV dealer where you bought it, and they say, "Okay, well, we can get you in 3 months."
Yeah.
You know, and that's
yeah.
that's a big
They
issue.
are
the
so
timing.
busy.
So
Timing
Yeah.
is crazy.
I would definitely recommend if you're gonna RV, you should be a little bit handy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's again another thing that I saw with the ladies that were traveling. They were asking questions and they were trying to figure out how to do certain things and how to make things work. And I thought that was awesome because you absolutely need to be a little bit handy. You need to at least know how to turn a screwdriver.
also, if you are planning on buying a new coach, and you are gonna full time in it,
Right.
buy it a
Before
year
you leave.
before you plan to leave,
Right.
so that you have that time for it to be in the shop.
And drive it, because if they're
Yeah.
parking at campground,
That's
some
that's
things
just
are
saying.
not gonna.
If you're living in it full time and they go, "Hey, we need your coach for a month." You're
Yeah.
like,
No, but let's say when. I don't know
But
if
you
when,
can do the
I don't know if
weekend
Wendy,
trips, and
I would
then
say
they
I
can-
don't know if Wendy's on the chat, but we met this couple from Ottawa. And they have their RV and they didn't even have the truck.
Oh yeah.
So they
Wendy
received the
and Ken.
RV, and it's not like they could drive it around to shake it down and see what's wrong with it. I mean, they literally just started with a brand new RV, but they never did the shakedowns of the actual RV.
and they've had a couple of issues
Yes.
since hitting the road.
So Lisa W says it's like, have we have any problems on the road when it comes to safety or have some stolen or safety? I mean, all that kind of stuff.
All
No.
the time. I wouldn't go on the road.
We cower.
It's crazy
Yeah.
out there.
You guys should all just stay
Gang
at home.
signs, gang
Yeah.
art.
Yeah. Just stay at home. The campgrounds, there's just too many people there.
It's crazy.
The worst that's happened is I left my towels overnight and somebody stole a towel out of the laundromat.
Right.
the problem.
And just
You-
certain ones, right?
Oh,
Let
and
your-
the person at Stone Mountain, like we had our lights out, thought that it was trash and just picked it up and threw it in the garbage.
The lights?
Yeah,
one
one of
of
the
our
lights that we
lights,
put on the ground.
because it was during the day, so it.
And we
I had
lined
it
the
lined.
driveway with it.
one at
To
the
the
end,
RV?
you're like,
The one closest to the trash he just picked up and threw away. I was like,
Did you guys watch them do it?
no.
no, that's what we figured happened because
Oh.
it was the one right next to it.
Oh, or he
Unless
stole
somebody
it.
stole it, that's possible.
Yeah, but
Let's
one,
go.
Right.
like,
Right.
Oh, and
Maybe
you
he
just
just
scoop 'em
needed
up.
one to replace
That's
another
true.
one.
maybe he threw his away.
Yeah. Probably one of the biggest questions. I mean, and it's a legitimate question, but there's just not that much that happens really.
We had two problems. One before we started full timing, and I had it parked at my office behind a 10-foot fence, and it got broken into.
Right.
Because nobody was there, and it was behind a building, and so on and so forth. The other problem we had was when we were traveling and we were boondocking one night at Walmart. and we were the only RV there until somebody else pulled in. It was a guy in a trailer, and he was running around the parking lot in the middle of the day with no shoes on and no shirt, looking really scary. So we just moved. That's all. We just moved to another place.
Right.
But that's the only place we ever had problems.
Right. And we talked about that around the fire, is that if you feel uncomfortable anywhere, move, go, pack up. But as far as a quote-unquote safety issue or a scary situation,
We have never been in.
no.
Now, Patrick's on the move, just replying to the comment before, like about the 3 months being in the shop, it says that, yeah, Nancy and Barry. It's
Oh,
like
so that is...
It was them. And it says, yep, that was me, 3 months in the warranty work, and even they didn't do satisfactory work. But Newmar approved a separate place instead of a dealer where we bought it. So it was, yeah.
Right. That's the other thing, is shoddy workmanship is rampant in this industry. Ozzy's playing with something back there.
Fly.
The shoddy workmanship is just absolutely rampant. It drives me crazy that things don't get fixed. We went to we were looking at the Truma hot water things, and they said it's $250 to install, and I'm like, well, I want to install it myself. He goes, oh, we don't do that. And I'm like, well, I don't let anybody touch my coach. And he said, I will let you stand there and help me and do whatever you need to do, but there's some technical stuff that we need to do. But he goes, I totally understand that you want to know what's going on so that you can repair it yourself, but they had to do it. But that's what, yeah, I don't want anybody touching it without me knowing how to get that back out or reinstall it or fix it or things like that. So we were kind of all over the board there, but no safety security issues. We're literally 10 miles from the border. We're along the fence now.
What? You just told me that?
Yeah.
Now I'm scared.
We're
No,
10
I'm saying you're telling people where we are.
No, we're just 10 miles from the Mexican border. It's 2,000 miles long, the wall. No, not sections, but yeah, we're 10 miles from the border, and there's no safety issues. Like, it's just crazy. So.
I mean, we put out some water at night, and we say, please don't break in. We put a sign out there.
That didn't happen.
No, I've never felt unsafe. Yet.
Yet.
And we stayed in Philadelphia.
Yeah, South Philly.
We stayed literally in downtown Philly.
Next to Homeland Security. So
Well, next to Homeland Security. The most unsafe I felt was in the laundromat in Clinton, Maryland, near Washington, D.C. That was probably the most unsafe I felt.
Brian just said, hey, do they still make Monaco's from 2001? Which I think is awesome, because like everything nowadays is like put together so crappy. It's like, do they still make 2005 Winnebago?
Right.
It's funny. Pamela Rogers says that's why you buy a 1975 GNC motorhome, horrendous color interior but great bones.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I mean, buy an older coach, and the other thing cool about buying an older coach, you don't like something, you just change it. You paint over something, you rip something out, you whatever you want to do.
Let's not get into that.
But if you have a brand new coach, you're not going to paint over the wall. You're not going to change a piece of wood because it's brand new, you know? You have a hard time doing that. What are you laughing about?
No, I cannot read that one.
Uh-oh.
Read it.
No.
You're doing the comments.
No, we're
Come
not
on,
gonna
do
get.
it.
This channel is not gonna get into politics.
Oh, yeah. We gotta try to stay away from that, you know? We gotta stay positive. We don't want to do things that are divisive.
We all have our politics views, and probably each of us have a different politic view. But
Are you talking about the one that says you don't?
It's
Just
like.
kidding.
I was
Yeah,
like, what?
265 people on here with 265 different political views.
Yeah,
so yeah.
but that's the one thing we might not have in common, so we
Right.
will not talk about it.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
talk about what we have in common.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep the common. RV and travel and stuff like that.
Yes.
And Aussie.
And Aussie.
Woo-hoo, Aussie. Oh,
So-
we're almost there. Oh, it's 4:06.
So why did you guys go to a composting toilet? Because you hadn't even used a regular toilet in
Right.
the RV yet.
Right.
Why did you do that?
Because I have RV'd before. That's the other thing. Like, I think people think that I'd never touched an
So
RV
it wasn't
before.
an experiment.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just
no.
kidding.
Um,
So you've been lying to us the
my-
whole time.
My parents.
Experiment.
My parents had RVs growing up, and I always remember that weird chemically black tank smell. Always. And I was like, when I saw the composting toilet, I was like, that's brilliant. and if it even gets rid of that a little bit, I'm in. And that's why I wanted it. And I knew we were going to boondock, and that opens up for a little bit more boondocking time because it uses 0 water. And so that's why I went with that. And just I saw the Wynns had it, and I researched it and read about it, and I just thought it was a good thing. So I bought it first. I knew no matter what RV we bought, I was going to put that composting toilet in it. So, and I would do it again tomorrow. I would put it in the next coach as well. Would you? Oh, don't even start.
No, I was thinking about Nancy. She has a bathroom and a half, so she is actually gonna have both.
Right.
There's a possibility. I think because I came into this lifestyle with a composting toilet already, I don't know any different. But I know the one thing that sometimes when I go to somebody else's coach to visit, you sometimes have that smell, and that part I don't like. So it's like that makes me feel good with our decision of going.
Now you can keep it under control, but you got to stay on it.
Yeah, but it's like my point is like that has been the difference I have done. It's like going to other people's coaches and it's like, oh yeah, I think we made the right decision. Plus, let us boondock longer too. Like right now, we have not been able to stay as long as we were in Quartzsite if we didn't have a composting toilet.
Faye and Tom did it. They don't have a composting toilet.
I think they were going to the
Oh,
bushes though.
They have a 4,000 gallon water tank.
Yeah, it's like they have huge tanks. These guys.
However, if I put a composting toilet in, it's going to be lower than yours.
Right.
Yeah, they're like they want the king of thrones here.
Yeah.
Well, somebody says like you need a ladder to go into your
Yeah.
bathroom. It's like it's tricky, but I already got it down. I know how to do it.
Yeah, we had a few people testing tofu, and we had a few people coming in and using the composting toilet. That was kind of fun.
So and that happens like the whole RV odor thing is like new RVs, old RVs, doesn't matter the RV. It's like it's just I think it's one of the downsides that what RV people have to live with.
Yeah, it's
like,
just one of those
the
things.
odor thing.
Well, I always thought if there was water in the bowl, that kept the smell down. That's not true.
Right.
Oh really?
Yeah, no. Well,
I
it's
didn't know
supposed
that.
to be help be a seal, but yeah, it's just
it
not
doesn't.
always.
Yeah, because we've got the seal and then water on top of it.
Sometimes
we
the
don't.
odor comes up through because sometimes we'll get it from the gray tank. Is if you don't have water in the P traps.
Right.
That's where a lot of that smell is coming from. So
Yeah.
before we leave, typically it's Laura runs the shower in both sinks.
Yeah.
That way we
The
know we have
sinks
water
we
in
use
there.
regularly. It's the shower that, like, especially if we've been at a campground, we
Right.
haven't been running the shower, so we need to get some water in there just so the smell doesn't get sucked back in.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
But
Yeah, but if you're good with chemicals and you don't mind doing that stuff, then you can control it. Obviously, you guys control it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
now, do you guys have what's your go-to chemical? What do you use?
Aquachem we use it.
Aquachem?
Yeah, it's called.
But then we got the new stuff from Rhinoflex to try. We haven't
okay.
tried that yet.
All right. Cool.
Look, it's orange though. It might smell
Yeah.
like oranges.
one of my favorite things, orange is an asshole.
John Davis says our RV totally never stinks. He's like, I don't know if it's a funny thing, a sarcasm, or is
Did
actually
you see
a real
that? See
thing.
that smiley face there?
That's
It's not a smile
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah.
it's right up
three
there with
dots
peeing in the shower.
Yeah, that's right up there with I never pee in the shower.
Oh yeah,
Lies.
I've never smelled it in my RV. Bullshit.
Since we have here Patrick in the movie, I'm gonna tell the story. Like Nancy said, she pees in the shower. Barry said it's like he doesn't, and I hope they're not like watching this with their friends. Otherwise, I'm gonna expose them right now. But he's like, I never do. And once we're like through the night, it's like we start pushing, and he's like, really? You're there in the water, you're feeling it, all that, and you don't go? It's like, okay, maybe a little bit. It's like, see? It's like, so then you go.
A couple drops come out.
Yeah, the warm water on your body. Yeah. So cool, man.
So 4:11, it has been over 2 hours.
Yeah, you guys
so-
are amazing. You guys hanging out. It's awesome. So a couple of comments. We had some lady message me saying that she thinks the live should only be an hour. So here's my suggestion. Watch the first hour or the last hour. That's it. That's all. And then if you want it to be longer, watch the first hour over again. And that's all I can say about that. But we do this for 2 hours so that people can kind of come and go. If you can make it in for 20 minutes or not, or however you want to hang out, come on and do that, and 2 hours I think is about right. That's about all we can talk all at once. But we seem to be able to talk
Unless
more
you're
than
around
that,
the
obviously.
campfire, in which case it goes on for
Yeah, when we're around the
hours.
campfire, man, we can talk up a storm. So I think that's about it. But from here, we are heading down into Mexico. We're going down to Cabo San Lucas. Woo woo! It's gonna be fun.
Yay.
Andale, arriba.
So our friends the Hamptons, I don't know if they're watching, probably not because they don't have internet down there. They went down to
They
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've been
Oh,
communicating
wait,
with
they
them.
better,
What are you talking
because-
Well,
about?
they've been texting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been texting. I didn't know if they were going to stream. But they weren't sure about what they wanted to do. So they went down there before us by themselves. And in their Class A, they are down in Cabo San Lucas now, actually Los Barrios. And they just booked an extra month rather than coming back because they're having so much fun down there. So if anybody has any question, that's a older couple traveling by themselves. Young at heart, Richard and Cheryl, in case you're watching. But older couple traveling by themselves in a Class A all the way to Cabo San Lucas. So good for them. And now they're
Yep.
staying an extra month because they're enjoying it so much. They're having such a good time down there. So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So yeah, Mexico's not for everybody. I think a lot of people, and that's the one thing that I got from a lot of people at the campfire. Oh, we would love to go to Mexico, but it's like if it's with somebody. Like so many people want to go, they just don't want to go by themselves.
Well, the
And
caravan
it's like-
starts in 3 days.
Yeah.
$8,000 a person. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
We had a few people that were going to come, and then they are not going to come, and then we still have some people that are on the fence and are going to contact us. So we'll
Chuck
see.
told us it's like I might go to
No.
Mexico,
No,
but
no.
not going with you. I might stay a little bit right behind you. So it's like we know we see an RV quite like a little bit behind
We
us.
pull
know
over at
Chuck.
night, we just see the headlights pull over and shut off. That'll be Chuck.
Ah,
Awesome.
so yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else? Got anything else?
I mean, there were more questions. It's all good.
It's all
We'll get
good?
to 'em next time.
They can wait till next time. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. They're not going to get mad at us? Because people get mad when they don't get their questions answered.
Probably.
All right. It's hard to get everybody in. So,
No, but thank you everybody for coming and chat with us for a little bit. I mean, like we said, it's like it was a blast. Quartzsite, it was amazing. It was a great start to our year, a great start to our new season. We really weren't expecting it. Because we have not been posting for 2 months.
Yeah.
We were like, nobody's gonna show up, nobody's gonna be there, and just to see like surprising like the response of people just getting every night there on the fires and just everybody having a good time and everybody talking to everybody and making friends. I mean, that was like amazing. That make us feel more sure about our decision of selling the company. Make us feel good about like this is what we want to be doing. So thank you everybody for coming here to the live as well. Sharing with us a little bit. I know a lot of you are like in the winter cold, like on the -degrees Celsius. So, but thank you for coming here.
Turn the engine on in the RV and drive south.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
still not sure of our decision.
a lot of people they're counting the days until full time.
I know.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like the people that go say, not that I'm counting or anything, but 162 days, 43 hours.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know. So it's been awesome. Cool. Are we done? Are we out of here?
We're out of here.
I'm so glad we had this time together. Bye, guys. We'll see ya. And push the button.
Bye, guys.